Good afternoon everybody, it's Polish Independence Day and we are in Krakow on the VATSIM network, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 again, of course we are, and the iFly 737MAX8. We've got Drzwiecki fired up and the latest version 2 Drzwiecki Designs Krakow Airport scenery, which in fairness I installed yesterday for the very first time, and I thought it would be better than it is, to be fair. So I found myself a little bit underwhelmed with it so far. You will have to tell me, of course, if the noise from the air traffic controllers is too much, because they are incredibly loud and barely readable, it seems, and they keep over-talking themselves, so a little bit chaotic. And we're off today to go and see the brand new SoFly Bristol Airport scenery. An airport, of course, I'm very familiar with, having operated in and out of there years ago when I worked for Osprey Airways, as it was back in the day. Faced with a big ski jump runway, making things a little bit complicated. Christ, he stopped short. Some ambient sounds that I'm picking up, which are quite nice. And some good little bits of textures here, for example. And we've got a bit of an interior as well, but again, like, actually really poor quality everything, which is a little bit of a shame, because Drzwiecki Designs usually, equals immense quality, and this really is not the case. If this is a version 2 scenery of Krakow Airport scenery, which they are then making people buy again at a discounted rate if they already own version 1, I think that's a little poor. If I'm honest. Does that have dynamic doors? Or is it just permanently open? I'm not sure.
Sorry, we've got
the Winwing FMS, we've got the EFIS panel and the autopilot control panel fired up for today. We are currently, there we are, boarding at stand 3 here at Krakow. The links for everything are in the description below, as always, and we are also holding a giveaway today, so a very warm welcome to all of you wherever you are in the world. Courtesy of SoFly, we have 1 copy of their new Bristol Airport scenery to give away to a viewer today. All you've got to do is first be subscribed to the channel, and secondly, remain active in the chat throughout the journey today. So, it's been kind of peaks and troughs of busy, really, here today. Just going to sort out the drone camera so we get the rotation speed bang on around the jet, like so. Boarding's well underway, and we're kind of in the middle of pre-flight. Got a little bit of Osprey Airways magic going on today, because we've got 4 of us flying. 3 flying to Bristol and 1 pilot flying the scheduled service out to Manchester, which is very exciting. Welcome David, hello Badger, cheers for the meta, mate. Yeah, a bit of a weird one today, departing with a really strong tailwind with low visibility. So we may or may not get a penalty on our new sky, I'm not sure. Dirty2, good to see you matey. Gav, good evening. MPS, welcome. Flying offline, no worries at all, mate. No worries at all. It's been a bit much for me, actually, to be fair, with the ATC at the moment. It's quite noisy, isn't it? Carlito, good morning. David, good morning to you as well. Dwal, howdy, welcome. Good to hear it, matey. Hope you've had a good week. Mikhail, good to see you. Still grounded with a bad knee. Doctor yesterday meant it will take 1 to 2 weeks before I'm back to work, so I'm here for the flight. Good man. Glad you're recovering well, though. Gav, thank you, mate. Very generous of you. Just gifted 5 channel memberships to some of you watching today. So Aaron, welcome. Ace, Streamlone Gamer, DC9116, X-Aviator. You guys have got a channel membership for the next month, courtesy of Gav. And we've got the new upgraded iFly 737MAX8 Osprey Airways textures installed today, with the latest hues, courtesy of TAPSI, the latest hues textures and all that sort of stuff, so really, really good. Got bespoke pillows, flight entertainment leaflets, and all that jazz. So a complete recreation of the textures inside here. Look how amazing the seat textures look.
Lot 39 for a request.
Says as I've gone right next to them. Look at those, pretty cool. Load of custom views for today as well.
1014.
And again, you can see different textures on the wings and the engines.
Lot 394.
It's an interesting one. That's number 5. It's the ruddy blinds. We'll get those open. I was going to say, what the hell's happening here? Little bits of kind of like oil and grease on the backs of the spoilers and the ailerons, which is really cool. So they are our custom views for today. Oh my goodness, get out of his way. Beta afternoon.
Holding short Zulu, Russia 6363.
Right, what have we got here? It's fairly busy. I've prepared for a 1:30 departure. I'm just trying to get my head around the ATC because I don't know about you guys, but I'm finding it really hard to actually hear him clearly. And a few people have already said he's readability 1 or readability 2. But I think it's because he's in a room with all the other controllers and you can kind of hear them next to him as well, making it a bit difficult. 8 knot tailwind apparently.
Zulu hold short Bravo, lot 77 India.
Alrighty, so we've got ATIS India. Oh, yep, India. Still runway 25. QNH1015. So we can move the EFIS QNH now.
Runner 101, request taxi to convey, holding point runway 25.
Runner 101, pass Sierra, hold short Zulu.
Taxi to point runway 25,
Just waiting for the gap to get our clearance.
Holding short Zulu. Runner 101.
Lot 39 for stand number 17 requesting taxi. Lot 39 for taxi. Sierra, hold short Zulu. Second for lot 394. 39 for taxi, Sierra, hold short Zulu. Sierra, hold short Zulu, lot 394.
Krakow ground, good afternoon. Osprey 165, stand number 3, Boeing 737MAX8 with India QNH1015, request clearance to Bristol.
Osprey 165, hello, you are clear to Bristol departure on the 125,
I'm really sorry, whoever's next to you overtalked you through all of that. Could you repeat your readability 1?
You want the 49er?
Krakow Tower, direction Krakow ground to UPS 277 after land.
UPS 277, hello, copy, Bravo, hold short Golf.
Bravo, hold short of Golf, UPS 277.
Sky travel to 08, what are you doing?
Double Bravo, great.
I love how he's just basically dismissed.
Continue taxi, contact tower,
I've sent him a text message.
Ground, hello, with the 037, stand 11, request
I've even put my other part of my headset on. Usually I'll wear my left ear, leaving my right ear open without the headset covering both. But even throughout, I put both on, and I couldn't hear him. Ground, Osprey 165. Can I get repetition of clearance, please? Your readability 1.
Osprey 165, you are cleared to your destination departure on full 1 Juliet, runway 25. Short line party is 6000,
Cleared Bristol, runway 25, on fall 1 Juliet, departure, initial climb 6000, squawk 3714, Osprey 165. Even that, I can barely hear him say.
EG65 Mike Romeo, ready for taxi.
But then I feel bad for saying I can't hear you. How does that work? Right. Boarding complete. Crikey. So 0 fuel weight 60.556, I've rounded up 60.6. Gross weight 69.1, and we've got a fin rest plus alternate reserves 2. Transition will leave as it is 126, 15 for the average cruise winds. Constant index is 15, cruise 380, ice is +1. Like so. And then I need to put the departures in, so we will do that. 25, 141 Juliet, no transitions.
EG65 Mike Romeo is ready for taxi.
And then it'll be interesting to see what this tells us. So runway 25, condition, dry. Flap 5, air conditioning on, anti-ice off. I mean, it's a big tailwind, so it should really be toga. So I'm going to run it against the performance calculations inside Simbrief.
65 Mike Romeo, only have a taxi with pushing in front of me.
But that's giving me a D rate as well.
Ready to copy?
Ready to copy, we got 30, 47.
Yeah, very similar speeds though. There's literally like 1 knot out of it, and so we'll use those.
Roger.
25. To do cell temp 40. VAT 5. We'll switch to climb profile 2 once we're airborne. We'll go for 1,000 feet. And it's very rare that I do this, but I'm also going to put in the winds here. 0707. I'm really surprised they haven't actually just changed the runway for this today. Cool, so V2 151. So 160, whoops. 161 plus 10. Just sort the flight directors out. That's good, that's good, that's good.
There 1566, runway 25 vacated.
1566 allow taxi Bravo hold short door.
Taxi Bravo, hold short golf, there 1566.
Stop the APU. I can really barely hear this guy. It's a lot of noise. Google, welcome. Yeah, they just need noise cancelling microphones. Really, it sounds like they've all got open mics, like a few of you are saying. It's really hard to actually listen to, isn't it? Right, we'll work through it. Right, so let's get Navigraph up for our departures for today. Pop that onto the IFR maps. So runway heading on 25 is 252. As such, I'll just sort the heading bug out. 252, 6,000 for initial climb, 161 V2 plus 10. So yeah, short taxi, push start facing east. and then we'll head up Zulu to hold Alpha, full length 25. We've got 2,550 metres of
Sierra Zulu
runway
Alpha
to
holding point runway
use.
25, Golf 3994.
And then effectively just maintaining runway heading for about 15 miles before heading northwesterly out towards Omphol. Fairly easy kind of straight line routing for the departure today. And we're not really chasing any VORs or anything like that either, so all good there. Our routing today is going to take us up over Polish airspace. I'll just change this back to world map. Across Germany, over the Netherlands, then a little bit of the North Sea, routing in north of sort of Southend and Essex, heading into Lambourne, before heading north of London in towards waypoint Ictam to begin the arrival into Bristol, where we've got that brand new SoFly Bristol Airport scenery to check out for the very first time. Yes, as someone said in the chat a minute ago, Drzwiecki said it would be quite curious to see how it compares to Pilot Plus. So yeah, fairly nice flight ahead of us, and I've added 30 minutes of extra fuel on board just to kind of tick that off in case we get any delays, either outbound or inbound.
Sierra Point, runway 25 via the holding point and the whole short Sierra. EGGD 65 Mike Bromley.
So set those. Centre tanks have got a little bit of fuel in.
Hold short, Bravo, runway 101.
Travel to 08, continue taxi Bravo to holding point Alpha runway 25.
Make sure that your damper's on. Get rid of the charts for you guys.
Holding point runway 25 via Bravo and Alpha.
Jam. That's off, they're all on, they're all good. Cruise altitude, departure altitude set, that's all set. That's all done. Boarding is complete.
Krakow below
Got all our numbers.
To Bugas, position gate 1 so.
I think we are ready to go. Silly, because I've not been in this for a little while now either, so I'm like, what have I forgot? But I don't think I've forgotten anything really. We'll find out soon enough. At Squawk is going to be 3714. 10 minutes to go, so that's good. And we've got our next frequency set 123255. Cool, let's go GSX.
Leader 1566 approaching Golf.
Pushback and departure. What was that thing that I just accidentally toggled?
Stand number 3.
Active pause, I don't want that ever on. Let's get rid of that. Christ, that's dangerous, isn't it? Almost missed that as well, to be fair.
Hello, Jerry 401 on Bravo.
Alrighty, so 18 departures due out of Krakow. They are queuing already all the way down there.
Bravo, hold short goal, Jerry 401.
Got a couple of the Osprey pilots there. One of those is going to Manchester.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
And again, as always, we'll prep for pushback before we actually then request it. Just tends to work better that way. So when you do get your clearance to push with ATC, you are already able to just pick a direction and away you go. We've got a bespoke GSX profile for this airport, and we've also got a bespoke one for SoFly's Bristol as well. I'm just going to check now that I've just thought about it. I'm just going to just double check to make sure that I've actually got rid of the Pilot Plus one.
Krakow from Good.
EGGD, yeah, let's get rid of those.
Tango Victor, information India is on Volt 10-5.
That was a good spot. So nose right or nose left, lovely, and we are expecting to face east, so we'll get east on Zulu 2 probably. 27 to Doohan, welcome. Andrew, hello to you. Paul, welcome. Just joined Osprey Airways flying the PMDG 777-300ER. Good to hear, mate. Great choice of aeroplane. Previously flew the PMDG 737NGX on FSX. Should I wait for the PMDG 737, I assume, or get the iFly 737MAX8? To be honest, mate, you can't go wrong with either. I don't think they're both really good. I think the PMDG 737MAX, nobody knows how long that's going to be, and we're still waiting for a probably fairly reasonably imminent release of the 737NG series native to MSFS 2024. But the iFly offers something a little different, so yeah, I think you can't be wrong either way, that they're all pretty good. Depends if you want to wait or not, I suppose. That's the other query that I would have. That's all good. Just a quick little recall for the checks. We're ready to go, so we will wait for a gap and we will get our clearance. Thanks for reminding me, Mikhail. I did forget. It's only because I saw your message, I was like, ah, yes.
Krakow ground, dzień dobry. Wizard 204, request for clearance to Barcelona with information Juliet.
Let's get rid of the music for now, till after departure.
Second, with the 204,
number 33 via Bravo and Golf.
confirm stand number 33 via Bravo and Golf, runner for Whiskey Mike.
Krakow ground, Osprey 165 stand 3, fully ready, request push and start.
Hello. Osprey 165, push and start approach, QNH 1015.
Push start approved, QNH 1015, Osprey 165. Anti-collision lights. Facing east. Brakes off.
Commencing push.
Here we go.
All engines clear. Start at fill.
Oh, I will start these early because the leaps are slow starters. Engine 2, ignition mode ground. Got the bleeder.
123, decimal 255, runner 11, continue taxi.
Custom profiles for the airport's 320 Sam.
Pedal 256 and ready for taxi.
2569, taxi to holding point runway 25 via Zulu and out.
Taxi holding point runway 25 via Zulu and Alpha, like 2569.
Krakow ground, EGGD, day 2, November uniform. We are just located on Foxtrot.
It's just the default profile for it, Sam, so I haven't done anything specific to the iFly to make it work.
Say again, what's in the uniform?
Engine 1 start.
Taxi Bravo, Holcher Golf, lot in the uniform.
So 349er, correction, lot 39er, 4, continue taxi, contact tower 123.55.
Continue taxi, contact tower, frequency.
Please set parking.
123.255. Lot 39er.
Oh, for the fuel and passengers, you have to use the tablet 320 Sam.
Hotel 7 Tango Victor requesting push and start.
I did set the parking brakes. How strange. So you have to go power, sim menu. No, sim menu. Hold on. So yeah, power on this main menu, performance and payload, weight and balance, and then from your sim brief profile, type in how many passengers total, work out the split for your cargo based on the ratios, and then fuel, total fuel, type that in. Hit set payload, leave it for a second, hit set fuel, then hit complete.
Blocked.
God, he's so unreadable, it's unreal.
Sorry, say again, Cross 3532, readability is 1 ground. Push start, QNH 1015, Osprey 532, presumably
Engine
on
1,
space north.
Engine 2. Gen 1. Packs, isolation valve. Looking good. APU off. Pop the taxi light on just so it saves me looking now. And then we want LNAV, VNAV, auto thrust arms. I love how the Lufthansa's now been pushed in front of us. I don't think there's much flow, they're just leaving everyone to push back, but I'm going to do rudder checks now. I can't hear a chuffing thing this guy's saying.
I can't understand you very well. You said Bravo to where? Bravo Golf, November, Kilo Hotel.
Osprey 165, request taxi. Flaps 5 and green. He's not responding. Ground Osprey 165, request taxi.
Osprey 165 back to holding point 5 via Whiskey, Bravo, hold short Zulu.
Taxi, holding point 25 via Whiskey, Bravo, hold short Zulu, Osprey 165. Lovely job. Lovely old brakes.
What was the stand number?
Hold short Golf.
November, Kilo
Musketeer? I don't know what that is. Ashley, afternoon Ashley, welcome, welcome. Yeah, basically they need noise cancelling headphones for when they do this, like proper microphone ones that protect from the sound around them, because we're hearing everything around this controller more than the controller's own voice, which is making it really hard.
Taxi Bravo, hold short Whiskey, lost in November uniform.
7 Tango Victor, taxi Zulu, hold short Tango.
Taxi Zulu, hold short Tango, 7 Tango Victor.
Just keeping an eye on him. It's like there's no real kind of like flow. They're just basically pumping everyone out onto the hold point. He has right of way, why is he stopping for me? Okay. Unless he's been told hold short Whiskey. Oh well, I'm gonna go if he's stopped.
Krakow ground, good day, Alpine
Little flash at the lights to say thanks.
Runway 25.
Alpine 738, welcome to Bravo, taxi Bravo, hold for call.
Hi Bravo, hold short Golf, Alpine 781.
Is that coming in a lot again?
Krakow ground, Osprey 737 ready for taxi.
Been a long time since we operated into an app here.
Taxi Golf, Bravo, hold short Zulu, Osprey 732.
Look at this. Yeah.
Krakow Tower is massive, the one with you, request clearance to Baton.
301, clear to Baton, departure radar to 1 Juliet, runway 5, initial climb altitude 6,000 feet, scope 1 tower.
Clear to destination, runway 25 via ADA 1 Juliet departure, initial scope 1,000, easy 901.
Niagara 301, reach the right.
01 ground, runway 55 X-ray, November with 15,
55 X-ray November, start of approved, QNH 1015.
Brakes.
Light 8 over here. Continue taxi right, whiskey, next Tango, stem number 14.
Right, Whiskey and Tango stand 14, in November.
Light 8 over uniform.
Try and get them all in. Six 252-161.
1 Papa Lima Central, your Takeoff 1410.
Osprey 165's holding Zulu. Hand me over the tower.
Lot 8 November uniform.
Jeepers.
Taxi Bravo, hold short Golf, Lot 8 November uniform.
Ground Osprey 165's holding at Zulu. I'm just going to change frequency in a minute. So.
Hello, good afternoon, this is Lot 2 Mike Bravo request.
Yeah, sod it.
Say again, for the jet travel to 08 second.
Hey, look at that.
Okay, line up runway 25.
It's difficult because the ground didn't have any support from a planner or delivery by the sounds of it. So he was kind of trying to do a lot.
Continue approach to 1.
Tower, good afternoon, Osprey 165's on Bravo holding Zulu for the queue.
Bravo, X-ray 165, hold position for now.
Okay. Some aggressive taxiing.
Bravo 208, wind 070 degrees, at nose runway 25 clear for takeoff, after departure contact approach 121.075.
Yeah, Juman, the iFly 737MAX8 is really great. It is really great. I enjoy it a lot. Ooh, you know what we haven't used for a while? VRAS. There's supposedly a big update coming soon to this, where they've listened to community feedback in relation to this being a horrible tablet, and it sounds like
Papa Tango, Oscar Lima.
They've actually taken all the feedback and then created something else entirely, so that'll be good to see.
118, 105, thank you, have a great day, thank you.
Lot 21, wind 070 degrees, right north, runway 25, your left.
Basically,
Runway
Ashley, yeah.
awareness.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Meter.
Yeah, but they're giving it away. This is where, because the ground isn't really full, this is where I think they would benefit from a planner just holding pushbacks
Krakow Tower,
and giving people
EGGD
slots.
Bravo, holding short
So when they
Bravo.
call ready, there's like it starts a 5-minute countdown or something like that for people to push, just to keep the flow at this section here moving. But it's all good because it's part of the event. Currently they've got 2 on final approach as well at the moment, and that's kind of slowing down the departures because they're quite close. We've got 1 on short final, I think, somewhere, which we should be able to see. It's probably behind that tail at the moment, so we can't quite see it, but we'll keep an eye out. In fact, there it is. Looks like a 787. We'll keep an eye out there because that's the touchdown zone. Chris, welcome, mate. 121075 will be the next frequency. So once we've watched his landing, we will change the frequency across. Oh, lovely! Look at that. Great touchdown. Fabulous. 123255. So 121075. Of course, we've got VRAS turned on now, so we get the runway awareness system fired up.
Lot 21, welcome to Krakow, vacate left Foxtrot, contact ground 118 105, call sign.
Yeah, I added 30 minutes additional fuel.
Contact ground 21, thank you.
I'll put that TARA and I'll put transponder on auto still. We could turn it on and we then start to squawk mode Charlie.
Ryanair for
straight away.
Cleveland, runway 25, wind is 080 knots.
Cleveland, 25 Ryanair for your rescue.
Smash!
Ryanair 101 behind, landing traffic, line up and wait 25 behind.
Ryanair runway 25, behind traffic, Ryanair 101.
You could probably bake a cake in that time dial as well. I reckon. Here you go. Ah, the good old no landing gear AI models in MSF 2024. That was far too smooth for Ryanair. Oh, there we go. Good. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Normal service resumed. quick look at that. There's the other Osprey over there waiting to go to Manchester. Oh, no way. Love those. Wow, they're brilliant. In fact, the last time I did one, it was a lemon drizzle and gin cake that we ended up doing, which was absolutely phenomenal. Just little bits of like gin just kind of soaked in it as well. Oh, lovely.
Repeated Foxtrot Ryanair first,
Break, Ryanair 101, clear for takeoff 25, wind is 0807 knots, after departure, contact approach 121, descent 075.
Clear for takeoff runway 25, after departure 121, decimal 075, runway 101.
Are you going to fit me into this little gap here?
Ryanair for whiskey ground, because I only ground frequency is 118, 105.
Of course, I only 118, 105, Ryanair first.
Lot 3994 behind departing traffic, line up and wait, run.
320 Sam, in the iFly 737MAX8.
Behind departing traffic, line up and wait, runway 25.
Once you've done the weight and balance,
It is 65 Mike Romeo,
click complete, and then it gives you that, and you just fill it out. If you've done all of your data in here for your route, you press copy FFC data, then you might just need to change the wind and the speeds there, click calculate, and it will give you the data at the bottom, and there's your speeds. But you could also use SimBrief. So on SimBrief you click on the performance tool on there, which is really good, and then from there, you know, you get all of the data you need and the right speeds and things.
Lot 3994, departure frequency 121.075, wind 080 degrees at 7 knots, runway 25, clear for takeoff. 25, clear for takeoff, after departure approach frequency 121.075. Dziękuję, do usłyszenia, lot 396. Correction, lot 394. Indeed, break deck, wizard 5, line up and wait, behind departing traffic, line up and wait, runway 25 behind.
On departing traffic, line up and wait, runway 25, wizard 5.
Osprey 74 on Bravo.
I think that Osprey pilot that booked to go to Manchester just gave up, and he's gone offline instead.
Osprey 165, continue taxi, holding point Alpha, runway 25.
Continue taxi, hold point Alpha 25, Osprey 165. What'd you say, Hergy? Yes.
Behind traffic, continue taxi, holding point Alpha, runway 25.
Behind traffic, continue to Alpha, Osprey 532.
Whee, he's getting a few of us in. I'm going to go long and wide for the tighter turn.
Runner 35 Hotel Alpha, continue approach, traffic departing for you. Wizard 5, departure frequency 1.075, wind 080 degrees at 7 knots, runway 25, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 25, after departure 121.075, the new window, wizard 5.
Correct.
British 909, I'm not actually sure if I'm really honest. It's more of a thing I think with AIG models than FSLTL. FSLTL have had a massive update recently, so they've now got like all of the wheels and things included in them, which are pretty cool. When you calculate it, you have to click Calc to make it calculate on the left hand side if you're using this tablet 320 SAM, and then it will give you the numbers and you have to then put the numbers in yourself. But you might find that the numbers are there anyway, look. But you have to make sure like your centre of gravity and everything's set, your departures are set. So for like CG you can double click there and click it again. Activate that, make sure you select the right flap settings and all that sort of stuff. It'll only give you those speeds once you have a departure, like a SID set, and everything else sorted out.
35 Hotel Alpha, wind 080 degrees, 7 knots, runway 25, clear to land. Top Swiss 45, Romeo Delta, go ahead. Unreadable.
Interesting, actually. I've not thought of it that way, actually. Well, that's it, that's it, that's it. Let's go. Trim set. Forward brake RTO. Here comes the Ryanair through the fog, the haze. If you enjoyed today's live stream as well, as always, don't forget to hit the like button, folks. And to be with a chance to win a copy of the Bristol Airport scenery from SoFly that will be arriving at today, you've got to try and stay active in the chat, just kind of gradually, once every few minutes. For Nightbot to register the entry. Yeah, so there, for example, it's not detected the wheels down. Wash. Well, hey, we're next. How exciting. Roll on. Brakes off on idle. Traffic mode on. Weather radar on.
EZ65 Mike Romeo clear to take for takeoff, runway 25, wind is 0807 knots.
I'm going to switch this because we can see on the right hand side. That way we get map view a little better.
EZ65 Mike Romeo. 65 Mike Romeo, go ahead. Clear for takeoff, 25, wind is 0807 knots, and after takeoff, after departure contact, approach 121, destination 075. Okay, copy, 121, 075, up to departure.
British, no, it's a little bit more immersive. A little bit more involved. Notice that.
Osprey 165, line up and wait 25.
Line up and wait 25, Osprey 165. Mode selectors, continuous, fuel flow reset rates, that's all good, speeds all checked. Traffic modes on.
Top Swiss 45 on Delta, continue taxi, holding point Alpha, runway 25.
Sure, thank you, Alpha, runway 25, Top Swiss 45 on Delta.
Approaching 25.
Check.
On runway
Osprey 165 here, clear for takeoff runway 25, wind is 0807 knots, after departure contact approach 121, destination 075.
25 clear for takeoff, after departure contact approach 121 075, Osprey 165, thanks, enjoy the event. Stable. Toga.
Osprey 532 behind departing traffic, line up runway 25.
100
Power, sir.
traffic, we'll line up and wait behind.
Speed's low. 80 knots. Got a 8 knot tailwind, 7 knot tailwind, does not help us. Rotate, V2. Because of that we use most of the runway. Does affect our climb out a little bit. Airborne. Positive rate, gear up. 121075.
Runner 101, contact for separator, frequency 1
Go through the taxi lines.
Contact Warsaw radar 124.625, runner 101 by.
Skyway 508, proceed direct kilo 534.
Ryan, hello mate. 53 months, appreciate the support mate. That's one. Laps up.
Runner 76, good era, correction, good afternoon, Krakow approach, you're identified. Information
Just hand fly for a second.
You are cleared, the Moscow to Delta, I will expect ILS approach runway 26.
Gears up, no lights. Flaps up, no lights.
Arrival Moscow to Delta 26, descent 100.
Look at this.
Information in
Krakow approach, good afternoon Osprey. 165's airborne 3,500 feet passing Niku.
Osprey 165, good afternoon, Krakow approach. You are identified passing altitude 3,800 feet. Climb flight level 103.
Climb initially, flight level 100. Good afternoon, Osprey 165.
Confirm call sign.
Osprey 165.
Alright, thank you.
Sets. That's good. That's all done. Let's get those off. Low lights off. What a break off. Yeah, if you're going from Airbus, just to go back to your question earlier, further up in the chat, 320 Sam, yeah, it's quite different, because being a Boeing, it's extremely hands-on by comparison, and therefore you've got to learn all of the manual inputs, whereas the Airbus does a lot of it for you, which is great. And I've been climbing through at 1 speed.
3295, good afternoon, Krakow approach, you are identified. When correction, continue descent initially to flight level 200.
Just going to check our altitude, check through transition standard. I thought that would be the case. Standard.
With verified contact for separator, frequency 124.65.
124.65, dominable the 5.
Osprey 165, climb flight level 280.
Climb flight level 280, Osprey 165.
Krakow departure Osprey 532 is climbing 3,400, 6,000.
Osprey 5.
We sound so proficient.
Approach, you are identified. Climb initially flight level 150.
Set.
Climb flight level 150, Osprey 532.
Fuel, master caution. Sent tanks are empty.
Flight level
Let's recheck that. Cheeky little recall check as well. Make sure that the aeroplane's happy. And level at 10. Lights off. Seatbelt size can come off now. We go wings level. Let's expand our radar 3. And then I'm expecting 124.625. I have no idea if that's correct, but we will find out near at the time. And we're up. Good event so far. Very busy. Controllers on the ground under pressure at Krakow. They can do with like a delivery support really. But they're doing a great job regardless. Under a lot of pressure. And we're up in the newly updated 737 MAX8 iFly livery. Osprey. Yeah, Brian, it is, isn't it? It makes one heck of a difference. A couple of weird stutters going on in the sim. Look at that. Lovely job. Yeah, and it's when we jump around in the sim and we go from 737s to the A320s, then we jump in a 777, then we jump in a BA 146, and then we jump into a Beechcraft Bonanza, then back in a 737, and it's all a bit of a headache, isn't it, to try and get your head around. And then I find that I sometimes accidentally blur the operating procedures of a couple of aeroplanes at the same time, and the same aeroplane that I then jump into is easily done. A lot of people do the same thing because we're used to, flying so many different variants. It certainly does, Brian. That's the thing, because in the real world you'd get certified on type and you'd be flying, if you're in this, you'd be flying 737s. That's it. If you're A320 trained, you'd be flying 19s, 2021s. Yeah, it's going to be good, Ivan. But as you say, iFly have done an excellent job for sure. Can I have a quick look on ElevateX? That's what we're using to track the flight today. We're airborne.
Good evening,
hey, Badger's up.
6,000 feet, LL25.
Nice. Flying old school MD-11. Dusty's airborne. Stuart's airborne.
Ryanair 76, descend altitude 6,000 feet, QNH Katowice 1015.
Nice. Is that the A319? It is, isn't it?
Ryanair 76 after Kilo Tango 5,
Love it.
12 direct to Toldi.
After Kilo Tango 5, 12 direct to Toldi,
and still quite busy. We've got Carlito on the ground. Looks like he's next to depart after a Ryanair that's just about to go to Bristol as well. So we've got the Ryanair flight joining us. And we've got Carlito. Anybody else for Bristol? I love Bristol Airport. Brilliant. Quite busy. Well, I've planned for this 124625 EPWWJ for the sector, and then I think we probably get handed off to EPWW 12545 maybe. This bit around Rocklaw and Lubin, but I'm not 100% certain, to be fair. Berlin radar's on. Bremen. Leipzig approach won't be in touch with us. Is that MPS? Wow, he's all up there. And the Osprey Holidays look very nice.
Direct Rexo and climb to 30.
There's Badger, lot 919.
Correction, climb flight level 9.
Oh, you're so far ahead.
Climb flight level 9, direct Rexo.
900, direct
You're an entire country away.
Ryanair 55 Victory November, climb flight level 280.
David, yeah, I think it's pretty good.
Ryanair 55 Victory November, proceed direct on call.
I mean, I've been in now Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 for quite a bit of time, and I think it's really decent and quite stable, to be fair. But I say that, and then give it another few weeks, and they will do another update for Sim Update 4, which will break a load of other stuff. So yeah, it's hard to tell, but it also depends on what spec you have.
After Krakow approach, Roger, when ready, descend to flight level 250.
When ready, descend to flight level 250.
Betts, welcome. Good to see you.
Krakow approach, cześć ponownie, Cherry 1 Foxtrot.
How's the new job, David? Hope it's going well.
League Ubler to Golf arrival shortly, will be ready for descent. Cherry 1 Foxtrot,
Oh, that's interesting.
when ready, descent flight level 210.
You downloaded the SoFly one.
Kilo. Information Kilo, when ready, descent flight level 210, Cherry 1 Foxtrot.
Krakow approach, good evening, with 011 Papa Lima, for departure to 16 Katowice, climb 6000, crossing 3500.
011 Papa Lima, good afternoon, Krakow approach, identified, climb initially, flight level 80.
That's level 80, 011 Papa Lima. Przepraszam za tak good evening, przyzwyczajenie zwyczajne.
Stop with the...
Leveling off shortly, I'm hoping we get further climb. We've only got 280. The aviator, welcome. Elevatex is brilliant, and performance-wise, compared to Volanta, a lot better for system performance. Hey, Carlito's airborne.
Last station once again,
Osprey 784.
He did only clear us to 280, didn't he?
From 784, identified, climb initially, flight level 80.
80784.
Render 6 or Victor X-ray, reduce speed to 50 knots or less.
Yeah, I know the feeling, David, to be fair. Yeah, I'm very limited on time myself these days.
Osprey 165, contact Warsaw Raider, frequency 125, decimal 450.
Contact Fossil Radar 125 and 450 for Osprey 165, thanks, here to see you today.
Osprey 532, contact Warsaw Raider, frequency 125, decimal 450.
Fossil Radar, good afternoon, Osprey 165's level at flight level 280 on full.
Osprey 165, however, sharp identified, climb to level 360.
Climb flight level 360, Osprey 165. Enough speed. There's me blending two aeroplanes into one again.
Double transmission first, Jerry, report of Delta, however, you are identified.
Yeah, try Elevatex Aviator. You can also extract all of your Volanta data and import that into Elevatex, so you don't lose your flight hours and your logs and things. And it's free, so yeah, it's pretty good. But I like it a lot. I prefer it massively to Volanta, to be fair. Yeah, actually, because I initially mispronounced, he's probably trying not to laugh.
Climb level 360 for Osprey 532.
Also, hello, trying to full level 39.
Channel 114, hello, Warszawa, identified.
At Leipzig L762, request a higher level.
300. Yes.
Charlie Hotel X-ray Mike, contact Warszawa, frequency 13475. Leipzig 76 Juliet, confirm cruise level 350.
Our cleared level is 350, Leipzig 76 Juliet.
Roger, Leipzig 76 Juliet, climb level 350.
Climb to level 350, Leipzig 76 Juliet.
Lufthansa 1348, you are still standard arrival, Java 6 November.
Java 6 November.
So for those of you who have got this iFly 737MAX8, Taxi updated this the other day, so it's now got all of the latest Hughes liveries. This is the one thing you don't currently get in the PMDG options. You get this amazingly animated cabin environment with superb lighting and seats and things, like even the drop-down tray tables and all that. It's quite cool.
I'm
just going to move to the front because the lights in this from memory.
You can
also do like the curtains.
For 10 minutes? Plus 3904, you are clear standard arrival, Obola 1 uniform.
How cool that is.
Obola 1 uniform, plus 3904.
Hello?
So go to cruise mode.
Thank you, Shanix 114, climb maintain level 400.
Sorry, we're unable, flight level 400.
Sir, if you are unable, please descend maintain level 380.
Descend 380,
And this is the thing, this is so
Warszawa, Raider, Wizard 5 Tango,
amazingly animated.
Inbound, Kelot.
I wonder if
Wizard 5 Tango Charlie, hello Warszawa, identified.
the seatbelt signs change in the toilet. No. Ah, they've missed that, haven't they? That'd have been a really immersive little touch. Blow everybody's minds. What's GSX saying if it feels like the door open?
Yeah, Ryanair 556 November.
Ryanair 556 November, identified level 250, level 360.
Mike, awesome. Welcome, hope you're well.
Block 3904, contact approach 12892, bye bye.
Approach frequency 12895.
Hoping soon we get
Lufthansa 5 Foxtrot, contact
final kind of step up to 380.
75, bye bye.
Contact Warsaw on 133475. Lufthansa 5 Fox, bye bye.
9676 Juliet, contact Warszawa, frequency 133475.
Right, it's the last thing you need if that seatbelt sign comes on. Having a seatbelt in there would be good.
Thank you, bye bye.
Very welcome. How are you doing? Yes, hope you're well.
6201, contact Warszawa, frequency 132.7. Lufthansa 5 uniform X-ray, you are still standard arrival, Limpa 7 November.
Limpa 7 November, arrival.
Alpine Force 2, clear, nothing further, advisory 128.
Aha. Yes, there.
Warszawa Radar, Wizard 5 Tango Charlie, request descent.
Oh no, he's kind of over there somewhere, isn't he? But he will be crossing soon.
With 5 Tango Charlie, descent level 1.
So we're there.
80.
180.
Just on the left of the screen, next to the screenshot, that person there is 1,000 above. So we're going to cross over, then we'll get that step climb up. Got a drive tone, welcome. Are you the chap going to Manchester? On from Warsaw, from
Osprey 784, Warszawa identified. Climb level.
I heard a scheduled departure earlier.
Warsaw radar, very good afternoon, Lufthansa 1 Romeo Kilo at flight level 30.
Although I'm assuming you've gone offline, have you? Because of the chaotic ground frequency, or are you still online somewhere? Should be hopefully seeing some contrails soon with that Ryanair. All we're going to hear, we're just going to see the dot go straight past us. And some poo coming out of our trousers. How long has it been, Mike, since you were in the sim last?
Lufthansa 5 November Lima, direct Takeoff.
Direct Takeoff, Lufthansa 5 November Lima.
Lufthansa 1348, speed Mach 175. Jerry 479, contact. Warszawa leader 133475, dzięki miłego. 33475, Jerry 479.
So that little speck, that bit of dirt on the screen. He's right in front of us now. Oh, MPS, you're missing out, mate. It's great.
Request frequency change.
Yeah, he was impossible to hear. It wasn't great, was it, Skelton? To be fair, I ended up just switching to tower when I got taxi in the end.
Looking for you. Standby. Okay, you are.
Depends where you are though, because you could.
Confirm your location.
You could just reconnect somewhere.
Overhead rightly about to enter Czechia.
So if you're on the same routing around Waypoint Kuma, you could just reconnect online potentially. It depends what routing you have. But certainly the bit around Hanover, there isn't any ATC on that bit. Where's that Ryanair gone?
Lufthansa 5. Stand by.
A little wall of cloud on the horizon.
Lufthansa 5.
Aha! It's only just getting drawn in. Drawn in? Drawn in. Look at that, there he is.
Lufthansa 5 November Lima and contact Warszawa 133475.
That was late loading in.
16475, Lufthansa 5 November Lima.
David, I've got msfs 2024 standard because that, and then I've just bought what I wanted. Because a lot of the airport sceneries like London Heathrow and all that kind of stuff anyway have got great payware, so I don't need to get the SoBo freebies from it. Included in like premium deluxe editions and things like that. So I figured that the value there is save a load of money and I could buy some more scenery or an aeroplane with it, for example.
7 November.
QSP for 7 November arrival at 67 kilo.
Overall flight time for today, folks, is 2 hours 6 minutes.
Continue climb level 380.
Continue climb flight level 380, Osprey 165.
Osprey 532, climb level 380.
Flight level 380, Osprey 532.
Enough speed, 380.
Ryanair 55 X-ray November, climb level 380. Level 380, 55 X-ray November.
Krakow,
Osprey 784, climb level 380.
Wizard 88, requesting correction, landing flight level 280.
I've not been in the MD-88, sorry, the MD-11 for a while, Ivan.
Standby, break Osprey 784, climb
I
level
need to get into the, what you call it, I need to do a controller stream again fairly soon, to be fair.
Climb correction, your identified, hello Warszawa, climb level 380.
Climb level 30 with 80, and we request out of speed for 5 minutes.
Did you copy the route string in the live streams that you does into your Simbrew flight plan, or did you let it calculate one yourself?
Climb level 340 and report contact.
Flight level 340, I'm going to report contact with 88.
04 Papa Delta, contact Warszawa 133475. Bye.
133475.
Lufthansa 3 Victor Victor, contact Warszawa 133475.
When is the big MD-11 update coming soon? Or is it a bit like the FSS E-jets where they... But you know, it's coming, and 3 years later it's still not here.
132475, 133.
133-475, bye-bye.
Correct, thank you.
I really like this WinWing autopilot panel and EFIS kit. It works so well with this. I have asked for as well, just so you all know. I've seen a couple of videos recently about the RowsFire Airbus overhead panel. It's $350 US dollars, it's quite expensive. And I've seen a couple of YouTubers that have got a copy of it, or got a review product, and they're like, it's great, it's amazing. A great addition to my Airbus cockpit, for example. But then the thumbnail shows really poor quality build with wonky buttons and switches and all of this sort of stuff.
Nothing further, advisory 128, bye-bye.
Over to Unicorn 1228, thanks ATC, Osprey 165, bye. And nothing triggers me more than dishonest content creators, so I've asked RowsFire, who have emailed me numerous times asking if I want to review it, most of which I've said no. I've actually now said yes to the Airbus overhead panel because I want to see how good it is to do a genuinely proper review on it, an honest review, as all of mine always are. Because this company's asking for $350 US dollars for a product which looks really sloppily created, put together, so I'm going to hopefully offer probably the only realistic, honest review of that product on YouTube. When it gets delivered, I'm not sure. I'm hoping in the next couple of weeks, and then we'll take a little look. Well, yeah, you get used to trying to kind of just pick up your call sign. So mid-conversation, it then picks your ears up a little bit and go, "Oh, yeah, that's me." Should probably listen for a second, kind of thing. But that was really busy. Ground struggled, I think, under the volume of traffic. They could have done with the Krakow delivery just to really help them control the flow, and then release them to the ground for push and start taxi. I think that was the only bit of feedback I could probably give to them, but the rest of them are brilliant. The controller wasn't bad, he was just really struggling with, I think, the headset, with a lack of noise cancellation in his environment where he was sat. Beyond that, no, pretty good. Yeah, that mic problem, which means he was under a bit of pressure. Right, Skippy, welcome. I've got the DIY cockpit bug. What are you building? Hold off on buying anything RowsFire though until you check out my review. It might be 2, 3, 4 weeks until that, but yeah, there's never any rush spending $300 as though, $350, which I think in Australian money is like 550. 350 USD in a UD, 540 Australian dollars. And for people to go, great addition to my cockpit, and then show thumbnails of wonky, twisted switches and things, it's raised a few questions for me, which I will hopefully answer. as soon as possible. Flight 818 asking if we could do some sort of flight with the Qatar A350 1000 at some point soon. I'll take a look. I tend to avoid long haul flights, so the question for me would be whether I can find routes that fit alongside shorter journeys. But I can absolutely take a look. Need to work out what good Doha scenery and things like that we could use. David, it's like a leaderboard thing of people that have been most active in the chat, which I thought I'd turn on today because it would give us opportunity. It would give you opportunity to quite quickly see actually if you've been quite active and therefore more likely to win the giveaway later. Yeah, it's quite an expensive Doha scenery though, isn't it? Actually, I think if I remember rightly, I'll have to go and check it again. Kel, you are indeed. A chat-based giveaway, David. I know. It's basically it's Nightbot again, but it's just sitting there monitoring the chat. So if people spam, then it basically removes them. If people just stay active in conversation, then it recognises that conversation and it just ticks them to say yeah they're active. And then at the end, I just hit draw winner. I got my motorcycle tyre replaced yesterday as well, for those of you in the lounge that saw me post about my puncture. Very annoyed when I realised I had that, but thankfully the bike told me the second I went to ride off from work. But I'm pretty sure a scabby cabbie put it underneath the tyre at a petrol station 2 days prior. But without me going back to the petrol station to ask for the CCTV, I'd probably struggle to prove that, and I don't know if I can be bothered with the hassle. But it now means I've got a brand new fresh tyre on the front of my bike, and that means that I have to be careful for about, so I think it's 600 miles I think. Is it 600 miles? Might not be 600 miles, it might be 100. Just to scrub the tyre in basically, like gradually get kind of more and more lean angle. You get a lot of it on the M4 M25 junction and filtering up the M25 Drzwiecki 2, especially Addison Lee drivers. They wiggle the thing and try and cut you up. And minutes before, and it was literally like 3 minutes before that, I'd worked through a little bit of traffic on the M4 spur into Heathrow. Wiggled a little bit of traffic, managed to then get onto the to the front through a whole load of traffic early in the morning because the lights phasing is pretty terrible at that point in time. So I managed to work my way to the front and ended up, because I was going to go and fill up on the way to work at the Esso garage at Heathrow. Went to go and fill up, and then one of the cars that I filtered past, nothing had happened, I just filtered past them, but the taxi driver then ended up at the same fuel station, but thought nothing of it. But when I was in the queue to pay, I'd noticed the driver kind of like almost as if he'd got up, having been kneeling down next to my bike. Again, I just completely dismissed the entire thing, but in hindsight now, literally 2 days later, I ended up getting this slow puncher reveal itself. and I think maybe I should have probably have questioned it there and then a bit better. But I certainly will know for next time. Bridge 909, it depends on what you want, because either way you can't go wrong. They're both really, really good. I mean, I really like the iFly 737MAX8. It does everything I want it to perfectly, amazingly well, great performance, wonderfully detailed, amazing cabin environment as well, for what it's worth, which I know a lot of you like. Good price, and my only criticism that I've ever had has been the horrible tablet EFB that they use, but they have acknowledged that and they are changing it. So there is a big update coming soon, they say. Could be a couple of months, nobody knows, but big update, kind of refreshing that, which will be good. How long would Doha to Nairobi be? Let's have a look. Max 788, but realistically Max 79 rounded. Yeah, if you want proper, like almost like perfection, then the PMDG will be worth the wait. There's a lot of traffic around all of this. Aeroplane going across us that way on the left as well. Right, yeah. Well, I dropped my old Triumph Tiger 900 GT Pro at petrol station because it was during an incredibly hectic couple of weeks, and I was just, you just gradually start to get a bit more run down, really tired, super kind of like fatigued almost, and pulled up at petrol station, the same petrol station, and I used a different pump to the one I always use, which had already kind of thrown me off, because in the morning you kind of stuck in a routine, aren't you? And yeah, I completely forgot to actually drop the side stand, so turned the bike off, and I just went to hop off it, and the bike came with me. There was like this initial moment of like, what's going on here? And I managed to catch the bike, but then I effectively, I was like, I need to just like drop it and move my leg out of the way as quick as possible before it collapses on my leg. So, but that was okay. And I just picked it straight back up again. And because it was stationary and I'd managed to kind of catch it and help, effectively it was going to go anyway, lowered it slowly to the floor, so it didn't damage anything at all. Oh, I couldn't believe it when it happened. I was like, for God's sake. Felt like a right number two. Well, at Skippy's found a replica 737 throttle for $200. Not sure if it works. I mean, even if it does, you'd have to know how to kind of make the code, I suppose, or make the software to get it to work in the sim, perhaps. I did see, I'm not sure if it was on Discord or if it was elsewhere, something popped up, I can't remember where it was now, but the US Airways A320 replica models that they used for the Sully movie for that Hudson River crash, they're for sale. So, I mean, that'd be pretty epic. So you could buy yourself an entire replica A320 potentially that's been used in a movie, but then just put Sklarky internals into it to work in the sim. But I'd imagine that would be quite expensive. Yeah, Leipzig's down there under the blanket of cloud. It's not that it's... I suppose you could probably argue that it is basic dual, but for me, it's the flow within it is just shockingly... It's just not user-friendly at all. It's just really clunky and horrible to use. But yeah, they've recognised that criticism from myself and a fair few others in the community, and they've decided to change it. So it'll be interesting to see what they come up with, though. I'm hoping they'll come up with a bit more of a Phoenix or PMDG style tablet. Yeah, get rid of that and then have like a tablet that just kind of docks there. Maybe you can move it and hide it again, so you can get those nicer window views. That kind of thing. That would be great. But yeah, to be fair, it is quite basic in what it does. Certainly in msfs 2024, because airport map doesn't even work in the sim at the moment, which is a shame. Terminal charts, a bit clunky, and yeah, you've only then got either options menus or weight balance, performance. That's it basically. I don't know, Hergy, to be fair. Again, I've not really used either. I need to get back in the A350 again. For me, the big thing of the A340, if I just go to this here, if we're on an A340-600 now, I would want to see how detailed they've actually done it, because if you're sat right at the back on the jump seats, watching up the cabin on one of the aisles. So like, say for example you're here, imagine this is an A340-600 now and you're sat down, there we go, sat down in our little jump seat, watching the aisle for takeoff. You can literally see the fuselage bend when the aeroplane rotates. So I want to see that they've done that in the sim, because then you know the physics have been thought about properly. But how they'd pull that off, I have no idea. And I suppose they'd probably have to make it look more dramatic to make it visible, I suppose. Dusty, no way. To be fair, I've had it since launch and I've not been in it for a little while. I do need to get back in it though, because again, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I think that could be an order, Hergy. But then somebody asked about the Qatar flight earlier, so we could maybe factor something like that in. Yeah, the A350-900 gets operated between Heathrow and Madrid with Iberia. Then at A350-900's always in service to Heathrow. Yeah, I agree, David. I find that if I've kind of kept my way out of the sim news for a few weeks, then I'm massively on the back foot and trying to basically just play catch up with the news. There's so much going on, and then there's a lull. Quite often, isn't there? There's a lull of nothing for a few weeks, or even a few months, when nothing really big is happening. Beyond maybe an update or two, but now we're starting to get a flurry of products from Winwing. There was an update, I think, last night, or yesterday by Just Flight, just about progress updates for the Fokker 70 and Fokker 100. Sounds like they're progressing quite nicely still, but still no date for release. I'm looking forward to those. They're going to be great fun, I think. They're going to be really, really quite cool. Something quite special and unique for European hops. Some KLMC hopper magic. I think the next big release, realistically, is probably in all likelihood going to be PMDG's 737 and G series natively updated for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. I think in reality it's probably what we're going to see next. Yeah, GSX hasn't had many updates for a while now, has it, David? And obviously they've had that issue, haven't they, where PMDG have pulled the compatibility because GSX are just basically bluntly refusing to sort out some of the issues on their side of the software with the way it interacts with doors and all that sort of stuff. Got a bit of crossroad traffic, Drzwiecki 2 coming past you. Let's have a little look at the weather in Bristol. Fly Andra, thanks mate. So while it'll be when we land into Bristol. So we've got kind of okay conditions, minimal VFR conditions, winds 260 at 11 knots, variable between 230 and 300 degrees. All the nines, few clouds, 1,900 feet, temperatures 13, dew points 10, QNH 1015. Bit of lower visibility and rain in the forecast for tomorrow. Won't affect us today though. And that won't affect us either, to be fair. That's a little later in the evening. 30% probability of some lower winds, but that'll predominantly be a bit of a crosswind for Bristol, given its runway headings. Now we are going to be doing the IGTOWN 1 Bravo RNAV arrival. So from flight level 220, heading 281 degrees to Sorpy, heading up towards RF Fairford and Briars Norton. At Asham, max 300 knots. Gives you an indication there that we're still going to be above flight level 100 at that point in time. Heading then in 238 degrees, POMAX, max 250, and then down into Bristol. It's flight over for holding only at Bristol's NDB 414 at 7,000, flight level 70. Now, caveat to that though is going to be potentially, if I just draw a line here, that's the ILS final approach. In reality at POMAX we might get a little bit of vectors, so it could be like something like that. It could also be south, it could be an extend and then come back in again, or we might just get straight to final. Straight to final is what we're going to plan for, providing there's nothing that's going to be in our way. Don't know if... Just going to have a quick look at VATSIM radar. I don't know if there is any ATC on at Bristol at the moment, or if we've got London Control, West on, or anything like that. We do have Bristol Airport online, actually. Information Delta. It's tower that's online, though, so we don't have an approach controller. Transition levels, flight level 70. I'll make a note of that for my performance calculations and our VNAV descent profile forecasts. So TL70. Runway News 27. H115. Threshold elevation 601 feet above mean sea level. Because it's situated on the Mendips. On the top of a hill, effectively. And all of the arrivals come in from the north, because down here, oops, got Boscombe down, I think, is that Middle Wallop? Yep, there we go. All of this is like Salisbury Plains, which is obviously a big active shooting military area. Rob, welcome. Hope you're doing well. So for that reason, all the flights obviously avoid all of this military bit. Oh yeah, you know what? I had it set to 2,000 feet flight level. That's why. But in fact, actually no, I can only see on VATSIM radar Bristol Tower and ATIS. Strange. Have I got different layers on? No. Centre approach and tower for Bristol. Awesome. Well, today is release day. No, yesterday was release day for SoFly's Bristol Airport scenery, wasn't it? So I suppose it makes sense. It'll be a popular one for today. There's already 4 departures penciled in by the looks of it. That's quite cool. So just goes back to that then. We will plan for, from POMAX, this kind of BRI holding intercept, because all of the approaches factor in this teardrop procedure, and I always get them mixed up. I think it's BRI 1, I think is the one that we want, or it will be BRI 2. I always forget which one's which because I don't do it often enough. You'll know, Ashley. A few people in the chat probably know. But yeah, we're kind of expecting, if POMAX is like up here somewhere as a waypoint, we're probably expecting a quite quick descent down and then on straight to final approach. Something along the lines of that as vectors, but we'll handle them as vectors rather than just go straight to final approach in the plan. Inside this, where's it gone? BRI 1, BRI 2. It's going to be BRI. Ooh, BRI 1. Gotta be. Pretty sure that's the bigger one. Which is the one we want, which is this Cat C, Cat D. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Cheers, Ashley. I knew you'd know. we're not really expecting a shift in the winds, so I'm actually now at this phase of the flight just going to commit all of that information. So we will cycle across to the descent forecasts. Transition level is going to stay at flight level 70, and we'll request our descent winds. Load. You'll notice the QNH is set to American money, freedom pressure. So I'm going to change that to 1015. Put it in real money. And then we're going to go departures, arrivals, which is a different button. It's Lime on my wing kit. EGGD, ILS 27, BRI 1, ICTAM 1 Bravo. So next page. That's set, BRI 1, execute. Legs. Let's clear that. We're going to go to plan mode using the WinWing EFIS. We'll zoom in so we can actually then step through our route. And you can see then roughly what we'll be doing. So there's POMAX for that waypoint. Bring that range ring in a bit more. Overflying the Bristol NDB, and that will kind of change, and you can see what it's doing is cutting it short rather than overflying the NDB directly, because we haven't scheduled for a hold. If we pencil in a hold, then it will overfly that and enter the hold. BRI 1 MPS Gaming. But the actual magenta lines will move based on our speed changes and all that sort of stuff, and then it's got our missed approach procedure in there as well, so all good. I just thought I saw a TCAS, there he is. Crikey, he's coming right towards us. You ready for this? Here we go. 10 miles, I'm closing. BRI 1 is the wider one, MPS Gaming. Just scroll a little bit further up in the chat and you'll see Ashley's comment there, just clarifying that for us. Oh, where's he gone? He's out there somewhere. There he is. He's out there somewhere. 5 miles and closing. Let's see how quickly it loads in. If at all. Interesting. Buzzing straight past us. Oh, was he? Oh, there's his contrails. I couldn't even see the white contrails because of the clouds. Yeah, you're right, it was 2,300 below, wasn't it? What a noob. Can't believe I've just done that. Oh, brilliant. There's me looking up. Dead confident. Did you see him, Stuart? That's the main thing. Oh, now I've got another one. John Finneck. Here he is. Hey! We've spotted him. Zoom zoom. Awesome. That's it, I meant the other up. Crazy, like basically the closing speed there is like 950 knots. It's so quick. Oh Christ, Turgy, no I didn't. There's so many issues with aviation in America at the moment. There's like one thing after another, isn't there? I haven't heard about that one, that's shocking as well. Is it just ATC videos, like Vast Aviation, or is it like a video of it? A proper video of it? I mean, the Louisville crash was really quite tragic. There's another one over there somewhere. Busy, busy skies, it's great. Night Shadow, good morning. They're just about missing me, Dusty, too, but I feel like they're converging on you quite rapidly. What was I going to do? Descent. Approach. Fix rings, right, so 5.8 miles is the glide slope for 2,500 feet. You can only round that to 6, so let's put a fix in. Specific to the ILS frequency, 3-letter identifier, which is IBTS, Bristol's runway 27. ILS DME, Bristol 110. 1.5. Yep. And we're going to have 267 for an extended centre line, and we'll select 6. And then I'll do a back course. 087 to 4 miles. Thousand yards, that's 1 mile, Christ. Less than a mile. Ooh. The American got time to stop climb at 1,500, but so the American Airlines jet continued through that restriction, or not. Let's do good spot, thank you. Retune that ready. It'll be interesting to watch the ATC comms video. That's the fix rings. It's a 2,000 metre long runway at Bristol. EasyJet require their Airbus fleet to be operated on a medium auto brake mandatory touchdown. The ITA plane was supposed to fly runway heading, but it started to turn left in front of the American plane. Jeepers. Imagine that. Imagine if that was 5 seconds later. How many minutes do you reckon we are by separation, Durst, to? Got no London control online, except for London West, which is a real shame. Bristol delivery? I don't think they had a delivery frequency there anymore. That'll be alright, won't it? Figure out. We've got an approach control anyway, so delay vectors or something, hopefully. Just going to have a quick check of the charts again, just to see if it says anything on the arrival about, you know, do not proceed past BRI. Yeah, there you go. Warning. Do not proceed beyond BRI NDB without ATC clearance. So I'm going to put that hold in now, just so it's pre-planned and ready to be used. Because effectively, if we don't get clearance and we get, we just fly the Star, we get to the Bristol NDB, we will have to automatically enter that hold. I don't envisage having to use it, but better to be safe than sorry. So hold at BRI. Just going to go back onto plan mode here. And then back on the hold page, just to really get a good plan view of this. We want inbound 090 with a left turn, which is going to make it mega awkward for the aeroplane, because as you can see on the left hand side, we're going to come in like this in that direction, but actually the hold is that direction first and then out. So really we should fly 270 there, turn around, and then teardrop entry in to join, I think, if I remember rightly, my hold entry procedures. It's been a long time since I've had to think about an entry like that though. And it'll be interesting to see how the aeroplane pulls that off. So 090 left, although I don't think we're going to have to do this, but hey ho. 090 left, 5. 1 minute legs. Yeah, wicked, execute. And then we'll go back into map mode. Another one on the TCAS. Which I think is somebody going off to Glasgow. I'm going to change frequency now as well, because we are actually about to go through Netherlands airspace. Oh, actually, that's interesting. So those people there... yeah, no, I know. Yeah, brilliant. KLM 99 Victor, that's to the north going to Zurich, and the one on the left is Lufthansa 972. And Glasgow. Interesting, Drzwiecki.
KLM 72 Victor Romeo, nothing further.
Ivan.
To do this morning.
No, you don't have to be fair.
Over to Eurocom. 72 Victoria. Good day.
Well, how do we announce our position? I mean, we're near to Nijmegen. I'm tempted to just give them the town. And I think we're approximately 10 miles.
Technical stations, Amsterdam is now closed. Further
Unbelievable.
1 to 2, that's to my exit flight.
Nighthawk, awesome. We need to try and get more activity going on really with Osprey. It's dropped off a tad over the last year. Yeah, literally just going offline. I was literally just about to call them up as well. It's so frustrating when that happens, isn't it? How often does that happen to all of you in the live chat, out of curiosity? I mean, literally as we've entered their airspace. How long has he been online for? 1 hour 28. That Lufthansa's in front now, somewhere. Quite far ahead, he's probably there somewhere. Probably won't be rendered in. Yeah, I was going to say it feels like it happens to me all the time as well, does too, to be fair. It's annoying when it happens, isn't it? We've had some good ATC as well, that's the thing. And this is where kind of VATSIM falls over, because there are people like myself that have been trying for a long time to kind of progress through the tiers. So, you know, go from ground to be allowed to do tower, for example. Great, I'd love to, but I just basically can't, and I've now dropped off the list because I didn't control once in 3 months. Or I did 2 hours 30 minutes of controlling in a quarterly period instead of the minimum 3 hours. They deactivated my account, which then also kicked me off the queue to get my tower rating, which I've been trying to get for 3 years with VATSIM UK. Brilliant. I just think if they could progress people quicker and have more people able to do more top-down coverage, we would get more ATC online all the time. So it's like a win-win for everybody, right? But they just don't seem to be that proactive in training people. No, David, when my VATSIM.uk, when my let me just check. Yeah, brilliant. That's great, isn't it? What a way to treat your controller on your network. Basically, when my account got deactivated because I didn't fly for an additional 30 minutes to creep over that 3-hour period, they booted me off the waiting list for tower training. So I'm not even on any list at all now. So I've lost my position. I was getting close to the top, and I've reactivated my account, but it still left a bit of a sour taste, because in my mind I thought, well, hold on, I've still controlled for 2 hours or so in the quarter, so you can see I've been active. It's not like I haven't controlled at all. And I would have thought there would have been a human element of like, you know, this person's controlled but not for quite enough. Do we still deactivate the account, yes or no? And they could have said no, but there's no fail-safe like that in place. So yeah, basically now I'm not on any waiting lists at all. And I've now self-enrolled again, and I'm position 125. What's the point? Just not going to bother. Yeah, there's no human involved in that at all. Yeah, I reactivated my S1. But I do need to make sure I control at some point in this next 3 months, to be fair. Burma. I would probably describe at this point VATSIM UK as an old boys club. That's how it feels. Yeah, you're in the circle or you're not kind of attitude. I don't know if that's the sort of feeling that some of you guys get as well when you're all controllers. Some of those of you that are controllers on the network. Let's see. How do I see my statistics? Here we go. Oh, it doesn't give me proper statistics. I kind of wanted to see how many hours I've been online for as a controller in total, and with that, how many aeroplanes I may have actually handled as well in that time, but it doesn't give you that, I don't think. I'm digging around at the moment trying to find out if there is a way. Unless it's on stats. Is it stats.vatsim.net? Welcome to VATSIM Stats. My stats. There you go. So as a controller, I've done 150 hours, 9 minutes, 48 seconds of controlling. And they've kicked me out the queue automatically without any input whatsoever from a human. And as a pilot, I've logged 2,084 hours, 50 minutes, 55 seconds, not counting today as a connection either. So 150 hours of ATC on ground for nothing instead. Yeah, that was an interesting one, wasn't it, Ashley? I could transfer controller group, and it's a conversation that I've had a few times, to be fair, but it's hard because I really enjoy controlling, like, you know, Birmingham Airport, the regional airports, Birmingham Airport, Edinburgh Airport. I do like Manchester as well, to be fair, Bristol, all of that sort of thing. Yeah, 150 hours of ATC just as a ground controller. No, it's pointless FPT because it's just it's an automated system effectively. If you don't control for 3 hours or more every quarter, they automatically suspend your account, and with that, it automatically kicks you off the waiting lists that you're in as well. But I managed to do 2 hours. When was my last session? Let's see. 7th of September. I did Birmingham ground for 2 hours, 4 minutes, 59 seconds. But it didn't flag it on the system, it just went, oh, he's not done enough hours, and then just deactivated me there and then. But I did, was it 40 to July? July, August, September. When's the... Is July counted inside the statistics? It must be. Yeah. I did quite a few hours early, sort of late spring, early summer. I mean, I've done 22 hours controlling Birmingham just on its own as a call sign, and I've done 91 hours controlling Manchester ground, plus 10 hours as a relief ground. So 10, 90, I've done 100. Wowzers, really? 102 hours controlling Manchester. Jeepers. Right, wow, that's a lot. Yeah, quite a few of us got booted out of Fly UK a long time ago. When Osprey Airways started to get very popular, funnily enough. Which is a bit of a shame, because I did enjoy it. Did enjoy it. It's a good VA. But a fair few of you folks weren't treated very well at all. So it was in the days before Osprey Airways was a proper virtual airline, Brian, and it was more of just a way of us kind of like logging statistics with each other as a group. So they counted it as double logging, even though we weren't actually a registered virtual airline or anything of the sort. It was just like an airline tagline, so that we could all group flights in one place, but it wasn't a VA as such. They argued it was a VA, so I then went, well, fair enough, I'll go and make a VA, which we did. So we went and registered the virtual airline, created a part of the website for it, created more liveries. But in that time, they started basically kicking a load of people out. I don't know, Birdman. But at the same time, though, I think, to be fair, Flight Sim generally, as well as VATSIM ATC, is definitely male-dominated still, isn't it? You don't hear many females on the network flying. You hear a fair few, but not many that stand. Yeah, so it does stand out. But I don't know what the solution there is either. Because in real life, pilot world, I suppose, and the air traffic control world is quite male-dominated as well, as an industry. Neo Air, hello Sammy, welcome. Also, I think we're almost in London control kind of airspace. We are. With no London controls. We've got London West 126080. Which by the looks of it is a visiting controller, I reckon. Is that's one of the sectors they can operate, isn't it? West. Don't know. Purely guessing. I wonder what Hellenic VAC would be like to control for. Although granted I don't speak Greek. But I wonder if they would let me come in as a ground controller, or maybe do my tower controller stuff quite quickly, and then we could just sit on like Kos Tower or Corfu Tower. That could be quite cool. Yeah, well there was Katie Pilot as well, wasn't there, Nighthawk? But she vanished. She got very busy back in the real world after flying recommenced post-COVID. So she's fallen off the face of the earth from the sim side of stuff. Yeah, Skiathos Tower, wow. That could be cool. I'm sure I've seen Athens Radar online before as English only, so I'd say it's not out of the question. Elevatex is what we're using today, Neo Air, but also our virtual airline client for Osprey Airways, New Sky. If you change division, you'd have to join a new queue. I think ours is around 9 months or so in VR, but we have some new instructors recently. Yeah. I mean, I'm now at the back of the queue anyway, David, aren't I? So. And the queue now for the tower controller is going to be another year, at least, from my position for VATSIM UK. Yeah, maybe 2 years, yeah, crikey. I suppose it could even be 2 years, couldn't it? Because they haven't really been moving many people through training. Let's go on to Hellenic VACC. Let's have a little look to see what they have for controllers visiting. No, that's saying about actually visiting. Q&A. Some cases, the waiting for Hellenic VACC could be more than 6 months. If I don't speak Greek, can I apply for training? If you select English only training in your application, you accept that you will experience bigger delays due to a lower availability of English authorised mentors. Yeah, Antarctica VATSIM. That could be good. Training system. Oh, that's interesting. So the ATC roster shows basically Athens as the focus and then procedural group as more of a generic thing. So I wonder if that means therefore the procedural group is maybe the islands. And not many of those have that. Oh, there's Lincoln. He's brilliant. Elias, Spiros. Definitely spoke to them before, they're brilliant. There's a lot of their documents are in Greek. Mark, welcome. Hope you do well. Do I have to log into each separate ATC VATSIM network group's website effectively? I mean, it may well be that I'll end up training and move into Canada or something. Estimated wait time, 8 to 10 months. Crikey. Is that just to transfer across as well? I'm tempted to message the Hellenic VATSIM team and be like, hello guys, how would I transfer my S1 across? And how long would it be before I can control Corfu Tower? That'd be great for tower view as well, could you imagine? Same with Skiathos. Great tower view. Top of descent at 40 miles, and we've been chatting away the entire time. We've got to find some controller frequencies. So I've got one ready to go. EGGD ATIS. Information echo. Information echo, time 1450Z, automatic message, order with runway and use 27, transition flight level 70, surface wind 270 at 10, visibility 10 kilometers or more, few clouds 4,100 feet, temperature plus 12 degrees Celsius, dew point plus 9, QNH 1015, threshold elevation 601 feet. 600 is the closest. We're going to have order brake 2 preset. .267 on the course, and I almost went to click it on the jet and then I remembered they are also buttons on the wing panel. 267. . Yeah, they've been very slow with that flight tamper update stuff, haven't they? Unfortunately. Oh, I feel like I forgot to... Yeah, 1015. And minimums. We will go for rad out 99. Yeah. Oops. In fact, let's configure for just a Cat 1 ILS. We'll hand fly it as long as we can. So we'll go for 801. On the Barrow instead, and then we have an estimated landing weight of 64.2 tons. It won't be because we burnt all that fuel earlier, so we'll go for 64 tons, full flat 136 of 141 plus 5. And then we've got London West online. 126080, thanks David. That's prep ready to go. The thing is, we're still over Southend-on-Sea. It's not until Ictam, all the way up here, where we speak to West. $20 miles to top descent. And we want to aim for flight level 220, level Ictam. So what have we got in the box? Yeah, level 220 Ictam. Good. Now nav, VNav. That's the MCP set. We've checked all the departure data. Do a little recall check. Good, fuel's good, wings are balanced. What was it? I just said it a second ago, 2 seconds. 137 plus, oh yeah, it's about 141 knots. Right, just as we enter top of descent, I'm going to quickly go and sort my water out. I'll be back in a second. Winner. Right, crikey, your approach speed is 137, those two. That's good going. To be fair, where's the runway exit? Foxtrot's what we're going to aim for. So it's a bit tricky, because effectively we've got to stop in about 1,000 metres to then vacate off here. Otherwise, at that speed, Dusty will be going around. David's there with a reminder in the chat for any of you watching. Anyone flying for Osprey Airways or any other airlines, to be fair as well, he says, if you fancy a nice Sunday evening flight, Vancouver is staffed from 2100 Zulu every Sunday. I'm going to tune into 26080 now. I think. So we've then got. It's interesting. The approach controller for Bristol isn't appearing on an Elevatex either. 12565. But at least for me, it's not. 125.650, and I'm going to write down tower, which is 13385. Ah, yeah, actually, that's reminded me. That's why I can't control Bristol. They don't have a ground controller, do they? Tower does ground and tower. So there's delivery, tower, and approach.
471, turn right heading 290 degrees, clear island approach, runway 26. Turn right heading 290 degrees, clear island from runway 26 to island 47.
I feel cheeky calling him up now because Heathrow is like there. I feel cheeky calling up London West. I'll wait till I'm a little closer. I think there's central London. It's like, oh, quick! It's looking, and it's trying to load everything in as quick as possible. Bit slow. Yeah, good old River Thames, winding its way through. Should leave Twickenham Stadium. Not in view. Interesting. That's a shame. Twickers. .69 not crosswind now. So there's our heading versus track on the nav display there. Another, what, 3 or so months, Mikkel, for you to get fighting fit again? Don't forget, folks, last few minutes to enter the giveaway, and you've just got to basically be subscribed and then be active in the chat for at least 5 minutes to be eligible for a chance to win one copy of SoFly's new Bristol Airport scenery. If you do win, you can either email me, britishafgeek1@gmail.com, or you can ping me on Discord, we can get it sorted out. 2 weeks, nice. Sooner than I thought.
Portugal 90, you'll need an odd flight level. Would you like 330 or 350? Portugal 90, Roger, climb flight level 350.
London Control, good afternoon. Osprey 165, 737MAX8. We've got information echo for Bristol, descending level 220 ICTAM.
Osprey 165, hello, ICTAM 1 Bravo, arrival, descent flight level 100.
Hello, ICTAM 1 Bravo, descend flight level 100, Osprey 165.
London Control, very good afternoon to you. Tank 3 Tango Juliet. Dan acceptable to Juliet with the radio checkpoint.
FedEx 3 Tango Juliet, readability 4.
I was there, like, don't dismiss me, don't dismiss me. That was a brilliant call up. He says himself.
Readability 4, thank you, and that's funny. Apologies.
FedEx 3 Tango Juliet, you're clear to Leeds Bradford, Phoenix 5 Alpha departure, runway 26, squawk 1240.
Nighthawk, just completed the 777 flight with a manual landing at TLPL, and New Sky was very happy. Granted you a 10 epic. Good effort.
Beluga 141 Juliet, nothing further, Unicorn 1 to decimal 8, goodbye. Beluga 141 Juliet, nothing further, Unicorn 1 to decimal 8, goodbye.
Good afternoon, Osprey 532, traffic direct exam descending flight level 220 by ICTAM. Information echo Renee 319 for Bristol.
Osprey 532, hello, ICTAM 1 Bravo arrival.
You sound so professional.
ICTAM 1 Bravo arrival, level descent flight level 160.
Mark, awesome. You say holiday, where is it you live then, day to day?
Portugal 90, I'm not sure why you're turning, because you were still on a headache, but I was about to give you an active Salco.
My speeds are going to be 250 at 220 by the way, indicator does too. Right, quiet. Yeah, I think he is a visitor. Sounds really good though. MPS good, landed safe.
Spray 165, recycle squawk 1140.
Recycle 1140, Osprey 165.
Spray 532, descent flight level 100.
Descent to flight level 100, Osprey 532.
Aptitude 44, contact Bristol radar 125, decimal 650, goodbye. Neptune 44, contact Bristol radar 125, decimal 650,
9.09. That's a firm landing, 1.74G. Crikey. We'll order some new suspension. Right, let's go. Seatbelt signs.
Tennis, you Tango Juliet, ready for the iPhone treatment.
First, Blue Island 471, taxi to gate 7.
Oh, nice, an ATR.
Taxi gate 7, Blue Island 471.
Yeah, see,
FedEx 3 Tango Juliet, clear to
just while we have a moment.
Phoenix 5 Alpha departure.
Bristol's deceiving. Kind of, this section here is like really bumpy, and it's like a big ski jump, and if you land in this zone here, it basically just smashes your wheels. Yeah, because I'll forget while. And we're not that far out, to be fair. We're about 20 minutes to landing. I think. It depends what happens now at Asham in 20 miles. We might get a very steep descent.
Osprey Sonic.
Hey Carlito, you've done well to catch up, mate. Crikey, that's a good effort.
Another try.
Open mic.
Yeah.
There you go, got it.
Osprey 165, contact Bristol radar 125.650.
Contact Bristol radar 125650. Thanks for ATC Osprey 165. Good night. Carlito, open mic.
Basic 360 degrees, that's off Lima.
We've got tower next 13385.
Neptune 44, descend flight level 70.
Changing flight level 70.
It feels it, but it's not. I realised it's not even 4 PM. Bristol Tower, good afternoon, Osprey 165's got information echo, Boeing 737MAX8 through flight level 180 for flight level 100.
Osprey 165, Bristol radar W investors ILS runway 27. You are probably going to be number 4 in traffic. No delay.
Vectors, the ILS 27 number 4, very exciting, Osprey 165. This is what we wanted.
Osprey 165 for sequencing, it's probably going to be a left-hand downwind for runway 27.
Roger, Osprey 165.
Delta Oscar Lima, turn left heading 300 degrees, turn ILS approach runway 27.
That sounds like our vectors are going to look a little bit like this. So in through BRI, might get vectors here, and then it was left downwind, he said. So at some point we've got to cross the approach. Now, logically, he's probably going to have us overfly the field so that we don't cross over this bit here, which is the departure path, and then we enter the downwind leg. Something along the lines of that. But we will see how it plays out. Very exciting. I do like this sort of stuff.
Bristol radar, good afternoon. Osprey 532, coming direct north, descending to flight level 100. Osprey 532, good afternoon, investors number 5 for runway 27. Hopefully no delay, I've got a couple of slow trainers in front of you all at the minute. No worries, we'll expect vectors 27 number 5, Osprey 532.
It's good to have a regional airport like Bristol this busy. Very exciting.
And after 4 echo, turn left heading 130 degrees.
I'll get rid of the music in a moment.
130 degrees, after 4 echo. 4 echo, what are your intents off this approach? This one probably is full stop after 4 echo.
There's somebody doing circuits.
Neptune 44, turn right heading 080 degrees.
080, Neptune.
Delta Oscar Lima, establish ILS runway 27. Delta Oscar Lima, contact the tower 133.850, come on. 133.850, thank you for service.
Yeah, there's a little PC-12 on approach. And there's a DA-42 doing circuits. What a variety. Badger, good effort, mate.
Neptune 44, speed 200 knots or less.
200 knots or less, Neptune.
Well, that's the point. What's the speed restriction for us
Osprey 165, turn right heading 260 degrees.
Right, 260, Osprey 165.
Osprey 165, descend flight level 80.
Descend 80, Osprey 165. Neptune 735 inbound as well. Awesome. And the beginnings of a pretty cool sunset as well. Though we won't, I don't think, see it.
Osprey 532, descend flight level 90, turn left heading 260 degrees. Descend flight level 90 and we'll left turn 260 for Osprey 532. Osprey 532, it's going to be vectors downwind left hand for the ILS 270. Vectors for the left hand downwind Osprey 532. And after 4 echo, turn left heading 090 degrees downwind. Left 090 degrees, after 4 echo.
It's max 250 at POMAX, so I'm just going to start to creep the speed down because at Bristol it's max 220 knots as well, something to bear in mind for us. And anything over 1200 foot per minute causes a speed increase, interestingly.
Osprey 165, descend flight level 70.
Descend level 70, Osprey 165.
Osprey 532, descend flight level 80. Descend flight level 80, Osprey 532.
Just descending with a little bit of flight detent.
After 4 echo, descend to altitude 2,500 feet. Descend 2,500 feet, after 4 echo. After 4 echo, navigation 12, Rosted, RMP approach, runway 27. Right, navigation direct arm off, and then cleared RMP, runway 27, after 4 echo. At 244, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1015.
QNH 1015, descending 4,000.
Jet speed. Yeah, look at that, we've got that just nailed. Quite happily there.
Golf. Tango, Papa, Bristol.
So yeah, we've done the seatbelt signs, good, happy days. That's all set, that's all good. Aircraft's depressurising nicely there, landing elevation set. Lights and signs. Fuel status checked.
Osprey 165, you're probably going to have approximately 40 track miles now. Descend to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1015.
Roger, descend 5,000 QNH 1015, Osprey 165.
Reception 44, turn right heading 090 degrees downwind.
I think that we're going to make one, Ivan, but no, it didn't happen.
Right,
Don't think. Maybe not, I can't remember.
Go ahead. Yeah, we can also accept the visual from here. Roger.
There's the M4 motorways. That's the main M4 motorway, and then the old, is it the M62?
After 4 echo, clear visual approach.
Oh, the older bridge.
Clear visual, runway 27.
To get over from England into Wales.
Rhino 133 Bristol Red
Cardiff Airport
runway 27. You'll probably gain to number
just over there through that cloud.
It'll be left hand downwind for sequence.
And we're looking now for Bristol on the Mendips down there. It's Bristol city centre underneath us at this point. On Bristol Airport, nestled underneath this cloud hidden away. Waiting for the big reveal shortly. And yeah, for years we've been looking at the Pilot Plus Bristol Airport scenery. It's really nice. Actually, as well, M48. Thank you. Ashley, I was close. I knew it had 2 digits in it. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how this compares now with the Pilot Plus Bristol Airport scenery. Filton, yes, for a while the home of Airbus in the UK.
Golf Sierra, Foxtrot Tango Papa, hello. You're outside controlled airspace now. Can give you a large service due to control the workload, so full conspicuity, frequency changes approved. Remain outside controlled airspace, Cotswold QNH 1013. Osprey 165, turn left heading 180 degrees.
Left 180, Osprey 165. Bristol, by the way, on Osprey Airways is one of our base hubs, so you can, if you wish, fly to and from Bristol Airport with our scheduled services, or use free flight. As well. Can you see the Clifton?
Osprey
It's there.
532, descend to altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 1015.
That's meant to be it. That's the Clifton Suspension Bridge.
Rhino 133 continues the rep Bravo Romeo India.
Local pressure.
Ryanair 553 November Bristol Radar, hello, vector number 6, I think it's going to be for the ILS runway 27. It's going to be left-hand downwind for frequency.
Oops. 180, wasn't it?
Neptune 44, descent to altitude 2,500 feet.
There's me, I've left it on 10, haven't I, for the turn. He's probably thinking, my goodness, he's not turning very much.
3,600. Evolve 16 Golf, hello, climb now, flight level 90.
904, Bravo 16 Golf. Store radar, good afternoon, Osprey 784 with you, descending to 1000.
And there it is.
Osprey 784, flight level, not altitude please, and it's vectors number 7 I think for the ILS runway 27.
SoFly Bristol, with an EasyJet at the hold. God, that's busy. Some heavies there as well, crikey.
Neptune 44, turn left heading 350 degrees, base left.
We've got some GA underneath us.
Osprey 165, descent to altitude 4,000 feet.
Send 4,000 Osprey 165.
Osprey 784, it's going to be vectors downwind left hand for the ILS runway 27. There may be a hold, we have got a bit of an influx of arrivals, but I'll keep you posted. Ryanair 133,
the clouds ruined the screenshot. I was just about to screenshot that.
Descent to altitude 5,000 feet. Descent to 5,000, Osprey 532.
Right on the top of the hill. Crossing over the descent path, the approach path.
ECA 10 uniform with 0 vectors, ILS 27, could be downwind left hand, possibly number 8 in traffic, possible hold, keep you posted.
Gonna go to 210.
I'll just confirm sir, possible hold that was.
At the Bravo Romeo India there may be, because there's about 8 aircraft to vector at the moment. I will keep you posted and it may work out alright.
Got that sir, ILS 27 and holding...
Chris, thanks for subscribing and welcome on board.
Neptune 44 to left heading 300 degrees, good ILS 27.
It is, it's a massive arrivals, but there's a really good blend as well. There's some general aviation, there's some ATR.
3165 to left heading 080 degrees.
Left 080, also 165.
Braveheart 160 Golf Hotel, contact London 126.080, bye bye.
Okay, joining the late downwind.
0 is 0, Braveheart 160.
Ryanair 553 November, fly heading 260 degrees.
Help if I turn the lights on. And because I will forget, I'm going to put ignition mode as continuous now.
Ryanair 133, descend flight level 70.
Move for the seats.
Braveheart, correction off, 3532, turn left heading 180 degrees.
We're at minimum clean. I'm just going to go flaps 1 because we're below that.
5 for the left heading 060 degrees, QT flight control left.
Left 060. Thankfully not Ashley.
Osprey 784, flight heading 260 degrees.
Because I think it still logs as pilot discretion. This is great, the controller's doing an amazing job.
Neptune 44, contact the tower 133.850, goodbye.
133, 850, bye-bye.
Ryanair 5 Vector November, descend to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1015.
That's the thing, David. I think because I've got the Wing MCP and the EFIS and the FMS, I'm kind of just doing it all via those. And it is 10 times easier.
Now flight level 90, ED2 X-ray Alpha.
So currently, I've got the Neptune now on final approach 737-500, and I've now been routed direct towards Bath, which is just in front. Down there's on the nose.
Osprey 165, turn left heading 360 degrees, base left, descend to altitude 2,500 feet.
Descend 2,500 and just left again for the heading, please.
North.
Thank you, Osprey 165 north. I thought it was 360, but I forgot. I was too busy thinking about Bath.
Right, update on sequence in Osprey 165, you're going to be number 1, Osprey 532, you're number 2, Ryanair 133, you're currently number 3 in traffic.
Amazing
Ryanair
job.
55 X-ray November, you're going to be number 4 in traffic.
I'm going to go to 190. Laps 5.
Ryanair 133, descend to altitude 6,000 feet, QNH.
You know what I've just realised?
Continue present heading as a radar heading.
Crikey. I knew what, you know when I said earlier, I've forgotten something.
Osprey 165, left 280 degrees, cleared ILS 27.
Left 280, cleared ILS 27, Osprey 165. I just realised I didn't start descending because I realised I hadn't sorted out.
12608.
I hadn't sorted out my ILS.
The Osprey 532, turn left heading 090 degrees, downwind. Left heading 090.
280, 2500. It's fine, we'll achieve it. Approach mode.
Easy 87 uniform with you,
Armed,
turn right
we've
heading
overshot.
180 degrees. I think I will be able to vector you.
We'll see how it materialises. David, thanks buddy.
Davida donated £25.
Super generous.
Destin 24 Papa, hello, climb now, flight level 90.
2500.
Ryanair
Okay,
133, speed
blocks
220
captured. Glide slopes armed.
Osprey 532, further left heading 080 degrees.
8 miles.
Left heading 080, Osprey 532. Osprey 165, continue approach, contact the tower 133.850, goodbye.
Continue and contact tower. Great job, Osprey 165. Take care.
Bye.
So that's set, that's set. We're slightly laterally deviated, but we'll just see how it deals with that shortly. Yeah, the heading collar dial is there. Bristol Tower, good evening. Osprey 165, established ILS 6 miles, 27 to land.
Osprey 165, Bristol Tower, continue approach runway 271 to depart ahead.
1 ahead, continue 27, Osprey 165. Right, that all got very busy, didn't it? So let me clean stuff up, as Ashley has pointed out there.
Bristol Tower, EG17 November uniform, ready for taxi. Easy 17 November uniform, taxi, holding point Alpha,
Get down.
runway 27. Taxi, holding point. November X-ray. Easy 17 November uniform, negative, it's holding point Alpha X-ray, all the way at the end of runway
Speed's coming down. 4 miles to land. Look how compressed this approach is. Christ. It's all happening at once.
Osprey 165, the surface wind 270 degrees 10 knots, runway 27, cleared to land.
27 cleared land, Osprey 165. Right, let's sort that out. Okay, we're pretty good now. Let's get settled in. One notch there for the heading.
Contact Bristol radar now, 125, decimal 65.
Hear that.
Over radar 125650, EG973, Bravo, thanks.
1000.
Check.
Approaching 27. 1,800 meter available.
That's the thing, 'cause it's 2,000 meters long, but actually the usable landing length beyond the glide path is only like 1,500.
Caution! Short runway! Short runway!
And we get those warnings.
Bristol Tower, good afternoon, Easy 142, stand 6, request push stop.
400.
Easy 140, Bristol Tower, hello, stand 6.
Approaching minimum 300.
Push stop, Easy 140, thanks.
200 minimum.
Bristol
Continue.
Tower, EG17, November uniform, holding point, Alpha X-ray
100. Glide slow. 50. 40. 30.
Looking ahead.
20.
Via
10.
Alpha X-ray, line up, runway 27.
Ski jump. Touchdown. Nailed it. Right on that ski jump as well. Reverses green. Manual brakes.
900 meter remaining.
Can we come off at Fox? I think we can. I think the 737 just about fits, doesn't it? I'm not actually sure if this is for GA aeroplanes or not.
D17 FS surface winds 270 degrees 10 knots, runway 27, cleared takeoff.
Runway 27, cleared takeoff.
Osprey 165, welcome to Bristol, taxi stand 29, good evening.
Taxi stand 29, Osprey 165, thanks ATC. Oh, right. That was me trying my absolute best to clear that runway, to keep the traffic moving. What did he give us? Stand 29, there goes the EasyJet.
Bristol Tower, good afternoon. Osprey 532 is established 27 and 6.5 miles.
Zoom zoom.
Osprey 532, Bristol Tower, continue approach, runway 57, number 1.
Continue approach number 1, Osprey 532.
We are on West Apron, stand 29. Which is literally here, I think. Yeah, there we go. So taxi lights, runway turn off lights. APU starting.
And Osprey 532, the surface winds 270 degrees 10 knots, runway 27, cleared to land.
Runway 27, clear to land, Osprey 532.
Easy 17 November uniform, contact Bristol radar 125.650, bye bye.
Contact Bristol radar 125.650, goodbye.
Okay. Right, we got gear up. Sorry, flaps up and speed brakes disarmed. Conditioning, it's just the dual bleed warning, disregard that. Stand 29, taxi lights off. Good ground textures so far. Look at these.
The station calling Bristol on 135.850, nothing heard, static only.
Try and do this quickly so we can spot 32's touchdown. Though he's very close, so I'm going to just put the brakes on.
133 Bristol Tower, hello, continue approach, runway 27, your number 2.
Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Bristol Tower, good evening. Echo India, Mike Alpha Tango on the south apron now, requesting taxi.
Echo India, Mike Alpha Tango, Bristol Tower, hello, taxi holding point to
Here it comes.
Runway 27.
Taxi holding point Julia X-ray, hold short, runway 27.
You can even see the dip there. A little bit of the dip there, can't you?
Easy 142, requesting.
Easy 142, taxi holding point Alpha X-ray, runway 27.
Breeze down, short.
Holding point Alpha X-ray, runway 27, easy 142.
There's the touchdown zone markers. Yeah, you can see it goes up the hill and then down the other side, so you don't actually see the runway from the other side, which is bizarre. But it's one of the cool things about Bristol. Let's park. Good job, Dust2.
Right now, 133 to surface winds 260 degrees, 7 knots, runway 27 is cleared to land.
7 Crystal Line, runway 123.
Osprey 532, welcome to Bristol, you can taxi stand 28, good evening.
That's
Taxi stand 28, thanks for having us, Osprey 532.
I always forget the probe heats in this. That's all set, that's all good. Engines off. Very good parking. Nice. No Gangnam Style?
Right now, SoFly X-ray November, Bristol Tower, hello, continue approach, runway 2.
Anti-collision lights can come off. Then we can go in here and go to chocks. Driven systems. Ground support. Okay, this is that clunkiness now. GSX, we've got a custom GSX profile, so we'll trigger that with a request deboarding. While we wait for that, we will go to New Sky to check our score. £14,500 profit, happy days. 9.75 with an average touchdown. Fairly firm, look. 1.5G, it's that speed bump.
Easy 142 via Alpha X-ray lineup, runway 27.
Well, Alpha X-ray line, runway 27, easy 142.
That got him. Ryanair. Oh, he's disconnected. So he hit the speed bump then and bounced straight back up again. Where we New Sky, there we go, yeah. If I zoom in, you can kind of see our vectors here.
To surface winds 260 degrees, 7 knots, runway 27, clear takeoff.
Clear takeoff, runway 27, I need 142.
Alrighty, EasyJet's about to depart. That's a lot of cloud down there. Is it needing me to open the doors? I think it does it when the buses arrive. I might be wrong. There we go.
Ryanair 55 X-ray November, the surface wind
Nice departure for him.
degrees, 7 knots, runway 27, clear to land.
So,
Echo India, Mike Alpha Tango behind the arriving Ryanair Boeing 737.
I think that was Hergy. I'm going to quickly whiz into the tower
X-ray lineup, runway 27 behind.
to watch him.
Behind the landing,
It's got the old blurred
7 MAX
screen.
Ryanair, 9.8, and behind runway 27 by Juliet X-ray, if you would.
Ooh, ambient
Easy.
noise.
Easy 87 uniform whiskey full established, no mileage runway 27 to 8 miles, maintaining 160 knots until 4.
Easy 87 uniform whiskey Bristol Tower,
How big that
continue approach.
Dreamliner is, like 777-300DR.
Continue approach number triple line, easy 87 uniform whiskey.
Yeah, have you got the Pilot Plus scenery, Dusty, too?
Easy 142, contact Bristol radar now, 125.
Makes me wonder how far out the
125, I believe it's 650 is
pilot plus
142.
scenery is by
Cheers.
coordinates. Because there is a big difference there, isn't there? And same with your touchdown. Your runway might be in entirely a different position. Here he is. Bang on the touchdown zone. Beautiful. Great job. And there we are. Disembarking. Piston profile goes into the bus. Let's get the camera thing changed so that we can slow down our view. Yeah, somebody said in the chat it's Foxtrot's used with permission.
Echo India Mike Alpha Tango, the surface winds 260 degrees 7 knots, runway 27.
With me, I was just trying to be helpful effectively, so the controllers could sequence people in better. But yeah, maybe they'd already factored in the journey all the way to the end. Look at this!
November, welcome to Bristol, taxi stand 33, good evening.
That's really cool. Good textures on the outside, because it's basically like a big prefabricated metallic building.
Good evening, Osprey Airways.
Carlito's coming in next.
784 Bristol Tower, hello, continue approach, runway 27, you're number 2.
Go downstairs, see if it, oops, through the buildings, whoopsie. Where have we gone?
Easy 87,
there we go.
Uniform Whiskey Car, the surface winds 260 degrees 7 knots, runway 27, cleared to land.
Runway 27, that's 31 for the 87
Echo India Mike Alpha.
There's the glass walkway.
Radar now 125 decimal 6
that many times.
125 decimal 650, thank you very much, check on the
Right, you can literally walk all the way through. So this is SoFly's new Bristol Airport Kano Dave.
With information Golf and we'll request pushback and start.
Easy 14 Delta Mike Bristol Tower, hello, stand to push and start approved.
There's the fuel farm.
To the east.
Push and start approved, face east, easy 14 Delta Mike, thank you.
I think, is it configurable with statics? I can't remember. Looks really good. Let's watch this touchdown. Can't not. It's an FSLTL model, but again, it hasn't registered that the gear's down, so it's not displaying it as such. It's holding it off. Awesome touchdown, look at that. And you can see him disappear off over the hill in a moment. What have we got here then?
Afternoon, track 52 sector, stand 3, okay, push.
Yeah, David, they are there in real life, bizarrely.
Push and start approved, straight back, caution at EasyJet 320, pushing off your left.
Push and we'll watch out for traffic.
They don't have a BA thing stuck in this bit though, annoyingly. Let's track from the interior a little bit.
David 65 Bristol Tower, hello, hold position.
Hold position, speed 65.
So that's where they can see they've all got the Pilot Plus scenery, because they're all poking out. Hey, here we go, departures.
784, the surface wind 260 degrees 7 knots, runway 27, cleared to land.
Cleared to land, Osprey line.
This is really cool.
EG87.
This is much better, I think, than the Pilot Plus scenery.
Hold at Zulu 1, expect stand 11 shortly.
Just keeping an eye out for Carlito. I've spotted him on short final. Wowzers. What is that they're building? That wasn't... None of this was here when I was at Bristol. you just basically drove up there and the car park was on the right hand side, but this is like an entire multi-storey excavation job going on with a walkway, which means the Pilot Plus is well out of date then. It's Carlito. Right on the touchdown zone as well, beautifully done. What is going on there with that pushback? So effectively there's two sceneries that are so different to one another that it's actually causing an issue for parking positions. Yes.
Bristol Tower, good afternoon, 8418 Alpha on stand 5, Airbus 320 of
Jeez, all this building work.
We're looking for clearance to Glasgow,
please. Easy 418 Alpha Bristol Tower had a cleared Glasgow, Brecon, 1X-ray departure.
Yeah, I agree, Brian, it's very frustrating, isn't it, a couple of years in now.
Brecon 1X-ray departure and 7027 small 8418 Alpha.
Easy 418 Alpha, correct.
So, good evening, Easy 153 front, stand 14, information goal, 8020, request Alpha.
We'll have a little wander through. What I'll do is I'll pick a winner now.
Easy 153 Fox, Bristol Tower, hello, Ada, have a flight plan on file, so if you could check and file one for me, please.
And it will ping in the chat to say who's won. If you are picked, as always, drop me an email, britishafgeek1@gmail.com, or alternatively, short stay and pickup. Wow.
That should be all file for you now, Easy 153 Foxtrot.
Surely the junction doesn't look that messy.
Brecon, 1X-ray departure, school.
Or you can ping me on Discord to claim your prize as well.
Cleared Edinburgh, by Brecon 1X-ray.
The prize is this, SoFly Bristol Airport scenery.
Easy 153 Foxtrot, correct.
Channel 52 Victor.
Looks pretty cool.
Channel 52 Victor, thanks, right turn, taxi holding point Alpha, X-ray for runway 27.
Right turn, Alpha XA 427, thanks, right to Victor.
Osprey 784, welcome to Bristol, taxi stand 30.
Stand 30.
Look at that.
Easy 87, uniform whiskey, continue the taxi now.
Oh, well the winner is... Dirty 2. That'll solve your parking issue, mate. Congratulations, buddy. You've won this SoFly Airport scenery.
Hotel Bristol Tower, hello, stand 23, push left that approved, face east on link Charlie.
And if you want to know what flights come in and out of Bristol, there's a good selection for you. Little blurry. And Guernsey's spelt wrong. Guernsey. Which is interesting because that isn't spelt wrong. But the Easy 647 is spelled correctly, but the CX8701 to Guernsey. Unless that's an actual place. Where's Exadeli? And Refast International. I'm gonna have to Google those. And whatever this is here. Oostbeveest. Serbestin. Texaditin. What the heck? Lanzadsete.
Mike request taxi.
GD4SH. Has this been done by AI?
Right turn hold.
Yeah, AI's done that. I don't like that. Don't like that. Yeah, that's AI at 5. Not a fan of that. Just make it look a bit like accurate, especially with spell checks. Especially that looks great, doesn't it? These, by contrast to that side. So I remember security being upstairs, but there's a little cafe down here. Lovely. You go upstairs, they had an AI thing for a little while stood here, which was very weird. Here you head through security. Lovely jubbly. Just going to pop out to go and see what it looks like.
Seabird 65, it was once the 2 EasyJets are clear from behind.
Down here. Bus station.
After the EasyJet, Seabird 65.
Back for sunset. Jet 2 A321 Neo. I think we'll wind the time forwards, folks. What do you think? We'll get a bit of nighttime emissives on the test.
Call Packer 02 Echo Bristol Tower, had a continue approach runway 27, you're number 1.
Your control lines, hello, welcome.
Channel.
Easy 682 Victor, expand 10, ready for push and start.
Easy 628 Victor, you able to taxi straight out or do you require push?
Okay, that's airport lights on.
I can taxi straight out.
682 Victor, roger, hold position, start is approved. Call me back, clear taxi.
Hold position and start up approved for Easy 682 Victor.
Channel 52 Victor, contact Bristol radar now, 125.650, bye-bye.
Oh, it's silly.
650 Channel 50 Victor, how many seats?
This is arrivals. They haven't done any. Right. So I'm just blasting around trying to find something specific.
And EG 418 Alpha, stand.
So there's no arrivals lounge. Mind you, there's not really an arrivals, it's just a baggage reclaim facility, you know. This is it at night time. Let's see if it goes a bit dark.
14 Delta Mike, call Alpha X-ray and fully ready for departure.
Ooh, ambient noise.
4 Delta Mike, after departure, runway 27, climb straight ahead to altitude 6,000 feet.
That's nice to hear.
After departure, climb straight ahead to the altitude 6,000 feet.
I mean, these
Easy
look
14
really
Delta
good.
Mike.
Easy 14 Delta Mike, correct via Alpha X-ray.
So the Thompson, this bit here used to be where where my crew base was. Because you'd come out there, that was staff search, and then you'd basically walk out and you'd go into the crew room.
And the other station calling while I was
So different to years ago.
418 Alpha, ready for start.
That's pretty cool.
Easy 418 Alpha,
Look at that.
just under 5 pushes that approve, long push if you can.
Bristol approved.
Yeah. Interior lighting could be a bit brighter.
GSX, thanks. 418 Alpha.
It's another A350. I mean, this looks amazing. Look at that. Taxiway lights, blue edge lighting.
2 holding points.
Look how bright they are.
Alpha
All
X-ray,
the way down.
for runway 27, speedboat 65.
That's really good. Now, to be fair, Drzwiecki 2, I think your landing looked really good, but because you've got the Pilot Plus scenery, the location of the runway and your entire airport is a different position, which doesn't help. This is cool. Wigwags. We'll go over to the general aviation side shortly as well, have a little look at that. Wowzers, that's tight. Is this going to be a go around? Let's watch it. Even the runway textures look really good, like the emissives of the lights. There's no way they're going to get airborne in time. That EasyJet's taken far too long to get moving on the runway.
Easy 319 Whiskey Bristol Tower, head out, I'll be back.
We won't bother watching him, we'll watch him. I'll just give him a land after, be cheeky.
Alpaca 02 Echo, the surface wind 260 degrees.
There we go, it's going down.
Runway 27, you are cleared to land.
Good plan, 27 Alpaca,
Easy 319 Whiskey,
Bam,
you're cleared
touchdown.
Edinburgh,
Nice.
Brampton, 1 X-ray departure,
Alpaca.
5567.
Right, Dr. Sims V8. There goes that EasyJet.
Easy 319 whiskey, correct.
Oh, these are good. Look at that.
Easy 14 Delta Mike, contact Bristol radar now 125.650, bye bye.
Contact Bristol radar 125.650, thanks for service, Easy 14 Delta Mike, bye bye.
Yeah, performance is good, but then at the same time I always struggle with performance because, oops, mind your eyes, because I've got such a powerful computer, so it's hard for me to assess
Speedbird 65 and holding
fairly well.
Alpha X-ray fully ready to departure.
Speedbird 65, roger.
It's loading in a load of stuff here. So this used to all be stuff as well, like the fire training ground and things, I think, from memory. Now it's a massive car park.
Easy 153 Foxtrot request.
Bristol's really become like a
Easy 153
big regional airport.
Holding point Alpha X-ray for runway 27.
Here's the little J area.
Alpha X-ray 27, Easy 153 Foxtrot.
Lulsgate House, because it's in Lulsgate Bottom.
Easy 682 Victor, if you can make it out in front of the company, you can taxi initially.
I'm going to go to the other side of the runway at the far end, because I want to go and have a look at kind of at the end of the runway, the other side, from memory, there's like, oops, oh for goodness sake, oopsie. To be fair, we get there quicker now. There's approach lighting systems.
Welcome to Bristol Taxi Stand 31, good evening.
Let's do that.
Speedbird 65, the surface wind T6 degrees 7 knots, runway.
Oh, the taxiway and the emissives here look so good compared to Pilot Plus.
Please will take off Speedbird 65.
Really impressive emissives on both sides.
26. Information golf on board. We're an Airbus 850 requesting clearance to Birmingham, please. Just confirm the call sign, sorry. Speedbird 49 Golf. Speedbird 49 Golf, Bristol Tower, hello, you cleared.
Oh yeah, look at this.
1 X-ray departure, squawk 7020. Clear to Birmingham on board for 1 X-ray departure, squawk 7020, Speedbird 49 Golf. Speedbird 49 Golf, correct.
Because basically, right at the end of the runway, it's off a cliff.
Easy 418
So you have these massive approach lighting system towers that go off into the actual forest below, and that's their real life. That's cool. Very, very cool. And there's a little radio mast there.
Any stand on your left now. Easy 153 Fox.
VA 350 departing.
Line up, runway 27.
What's the 777 actually, isn't it?
Fire off, right, very line up, runway 27, Easy 153 Fox.
You can see here.
682 Victor, continue.
Oh, what a departure! Look how wonky the runway is. The lights really exaggerate that. That's what makes Bristol so tough for real-world pilots. Is this big ski jump, wonky runway that goes up and down. Because it's on the top of the hill, and it makes it so unique. If I pop myself here,
radar 125.650, bye-bye.
and then I'll turn the light back to real time, watch the EasyJet depart, and you'll see, hopefully, you'll see what I mean about the runway. I mean, if we now go to the ground, he's pretty much invisible. These pappies as well. See if we can get his clearance in a minute.
Easy 153 Foxtrot, the surface winds 260 degrees 7 knots, runway 27, cleared takeoff.
And then we'll watch a departure from the other side. I think would be quite a good one to really highlight from the opposite side. I think his ground levelling is so expensive, Dwal.
Speedbird 49 Golf, span 26, requesting push and start, please.
Speedbird 49 Golf, stand 26, push and start approved, the second face east on Zulu.
Push and start approved onto Zulu facing east, Speedbird 49 Golf.
Right, he's rolling. Watch his nose disappear below the hill.
Alpha via Alpha X-ray line up, runway 27.
Line up, runway 27, EC 418 Alpha.
It's weird, isn't it? Look at that. Where's he gone? There he is. My jets. No.
Easy 153, Foxtrot, contact Bristol radar 125.
Yeah, I think so. Night lighting emissives externally are amazing. I think internally they could do something with the lighting systems a little bit better on the internals for night time. This bit looks fantastic. It's actually a usable area because some of this is like blocked off a bit on the Pilot Plus scenery, whereas these are now like properly well marked active stands. So there's a good bit of difference, and that constructed car park system looks a lot better as well. There we go, look at that. So the Pilot Plus one is very good. I do think this one is better overall. And the ambient noise inside is really nice. Sort of, like, do you need it? Realistically, probably not. You only notice it when you're exploring the sceneries. So, you know, I don't really mind if developers don't ever put that sort of stuff in there, to be fair. Right, off he goes. Watch this one then, Dwyer.
Takeoff, EC 418 Alpha.
Where are we? Let's go to kind of like head height here. So what, 6 foot tall? Oh, look how wonky that runway is. Come on, brakes off.
Speedbird 49 Golf, ready for taxi.
Speedbird 49 Golf, roger, taxi honey point Alpha X-ray for runway 27, and when you're able, squawk 7020.
We've scored that now on taxi to order point Alpha X-ray, runway 27, Speedbird 49 Golf.
Easy 682 Victor via Alpha X-ray line up, runway 27.
There's the first bump. He's just after the touchdown zone, and now he's going rolling up the hill. Airborne on the crest of the hill before he starts going back down. So there you go. The links are in the description down below for those of you who might want to get your hands on this. The new SoFly Bristol International Airport for Microsoft Flight Simulator. I think it's really, really good in comparison. Maybe like a bit more tweaks to be done on the LODs, for example. You move around here, look, they all start to vanish quite quickly. But I know that is a wider issue with msfs 2024 generally. But yeah, superb bit of work, really nice light missives, and brings back some nice memories of flying in and out of here for a summer season with TUI, or Thomson Airways as it was back in the day, and the 757s and the 767s. Hit like, hit subscribe if you've not done so already. Big congratulations to Drzwiecki for winning the SoFly Bristol Airport scenery that we've been giving away today. Be sure to ping me on Discord, matey, and I hope you have, wherever you are in the world, great rest of the weekend and a fantastic week ahead. In the meantime, as always, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to our air traffic controllers at both ends, and I'll see you next time. Take care.